Hello, welcome to Breaking the Fourth Wall, episode 13. I am Sean Cobble.
I'm Jason Craycroft.
Kirsty Cobble.
And we have a special guest since Sean Sorensen. Sean Sorensen isn't here. He's
at the mall.
He's at the mall. He literally ditched us to go to the mall.
When Sbarro calls, you're supposed to answer.
We have our special guest. It's Zach. Say hi, Zach.
Hello.
Zach's going to review some books this week with us that Sean couldn't because he was at the fucking mall.
Hot Topic.
Yeah, he cannot resist the sale of Hot Topic.
I love The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I heard there was a sale.
Avenged Sevenfold.
They have Avenged Sevenfold tights on sale.
What else do they have there besides that?
I think probably that Black Veil Bride shitty band too.
My Chemical Romance.
Oh, there you
Mac
go.
Miller stuff.
Ugh. Pass.
Yeah, now they have rap music there.
Oh, good. That makes sense.
That's like all they have there now.
Everyone with gauges listens to rap music now.
Oh, Hot Topic. Anyway.
There's that sponsor.
We are not brought to you by Hot Topic, nor will we ever be as far as I'm concerned.
I thought that was a puddle. It's not a puddle.
It might be, because we just got home, so there could be nuts everywhere. We are brought to you by InvestComics.com and Famous Faces and Funnies in West Melbourne, Florida. And we've got some big news. We have a new sponsor and partner and host in Con Artist Entertainment out of Tampa, Florida.
Woo!
Con Artist is an independent publisher. They do web series stuff. They do independent publishing. They do blogs. They do a bunch of different podcasts like Untitled Nonsense, and they have some comic podcasts and some pop culture podcasts, all kinds of stuff. And we're going to be a part of their group now, along with Invest in Famous Faces, obviously. So hopefully they'll be able to grow our audience a little bit, and we'll be able to give them some good comic loving, some good warm,
some deep,
velvety comic loving,
deep comic loving, pearly. I don't know.
Ropey streams of comic goodness. So thank you to Sean Talley and Martin Dunn from Con Artist Entertainment for giving us a chance to hook up with them for some ropey goodness.
For falling for our shit.
So we're also, at some point, we'll be able to do some live shows with them and have a chat room and a call-in line, so you can actually be a part of this fucking train wreck live. I'm not sure when exactly we're going to do that, but we'll have some more news up soon.
It's like if you had a satellite phone on the Titanic.
Yeah.
Caller, you're on the air.
We really just kind of finalized the stuff last night, so a lot of stuff hasn't been worked out yet, but we are definitely partnering with them.
Poughkeepsie, New York. How big is that iceberg?
So go check out Con Artist Entertainment on Facebook. Like them, check out all their projects. They are the ones responsible for the Joshua Black Kickstarter that we've talked about the last couple podcasts, which did fund, by the way. They still have a few days left, I think a week and a half left, and they've already reached their goal, so it will be funded, but they've put some stretch goals out there, so there's other stuff you can get.
Stretch goals?
Yeah, stretch goals. Yeah, I've been to that website.
Sounds sexy. They're entering the goal cave.
Yeah.
Stretch goals.
Oh, God. All right. So thank you, Con Artist. I hope you don't live to regret this.
You hope they die? What does that mean?
Yes. I hope everyone dies on the planet.
You don't live to regret it?
Shut up.
All right, then.
You're already being Sean. Sean's at the mall. Don't be Sean.
Belk Lindsay. I had to go to Jordan Marsh today.
God.
Is that still a thing? Jordan
I think
Marsh?
so.
I don't know. I don't go to them all that much.
Do you think he goes to Forever 21?
It says Charlotte Roos. Or he's getting some Hickory Farms meat
No,
right
yes.
in the pooper.
Oh, yes. One of those big summer sausages that Sean likes to call it.
He calls them summer sausages because summer here, summer there. Summer in his butt.
Some call it a summer romance. Sean calls it the summer sausage.
Summer sausage happens so fast.
Summer sausage took it in the ass.
Oh.
You see what you get for going to the mall instead of being here, Sean? You see what you get. That's why we can't have nice things. All right, so we'll talk some more about our sponsors a little bit later.
A better time.
Maybe we could get Pepperidge Farms to sponsor the podcast now.
Snap into it.
Oh, God. All right, let's get to some news.
Okay.
DC went back to talking about their Trinity War thing that they first mentioned last year that they really didn't do anything with. It was Free Comic Book Day last year when they released that little mini comic about it, and now they're finally releasing some more stuff about it, and it looks like the Trinity is Justice League Dark, and Justice League of America.
Well, that's convenient that every single person in the DC universe is going to be involved with it.
Pretty much. They actually added Dr. Light. There's a picture that shows a big, crazy splash picture that has all these people fighting, and has Phantom Stranger and the Question in the background, and has Pandora in the middle, everybody fighting around her, and
Everybody wants her bucks.
yes, Vibe is vibing something no one can see back there. And looks like Frankenstein's punching the Flash, which would kind of be a ridiculous fight. I kind of want to see it. Dr. Light is back. It's the male Dr. Light. I guess it's the same one that they mind wiped in what was that miniseries? Can't remember what it's called. The one that Brad Meltzer wrote. Or Dr. Light.
I don't know.
Does that have anything to do with the new Injustice game coming out? It's kind of stole the game's idea. Having all the DC characters fight each other.
I don't know. I'm not sure. It could be.
Oh, that game came out already on the iPhone. It's pretty damn sweet. It's free.
It looks good.
I got the demo. I haven't played it yet.
It's free on the iPhone.
I'm trying to get my friend to buy it for me.
I already pre-ordered it because I pre-ordered from GameStop to get the Red Sun pack.
Yeah, that's what my friend
What?
said.
Yeah.
You get to play Red Sun characters?
20 levels extra.
Oh, shit.
And it's just Red Sun, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Cedric Solomon Grundy.
I thought it was
That's awesome.
It's not Batman or Green Lantern.
Shazam or something like that.
That might be. They might save that for some DLC later, though. That's kind of awesome. I kind of want to get that now.
Oh, yeah. It's free with pre-order.
Have you been reading the comic?
Red Sun, it's over.
No, Injustice. Gods Among Us.
No, I didn't know.
It's fucking crazy. In the first issue, Superman is fighting Doomsday, and they're fighting. Like, he basically grabs him, takes him to space, and beats him to death. And then he realizes that the Joker had done something to fuck with his head, and he thought it was Doomsday, but it was really Lois Lane, pregnant with his baby, and he beat her to death in space.
Oh, yeah.
That's issue 1.
It's better to do that in space. It's like when you have to go to Tijuana to do that shit.
Maybe Amsterdam or
He's got to
Taiwan.
save face, yeah. Thailand, dude. You go to Thailand to...
Ooh,
Oh.
beat up a 7-year-old if you want. Then in the next issue, he flies down all over Earth and finds the Joker and just punches through his heart. So Superman just says, fuck it.
I hope you can do that in the game.
That would be amazing.
Punch through someone's heart.
Finish
I
him.
thought you meant beating up Lois Lane and
No,
her
it's
unborn
already
child.
seen.
Too.
They don't want DC characters ripping each other's spines out.
It's like Gran Turismo. No damage to the company.
I thought you'd be able to beat up Lois Lane in the game. That'd be kind of fun.
That's what cosplay's for.
That's true. So they're finally putting it back out. I don't know what put it on hold in the last year. I don't know if they couldn't get their shit together or what, but so it's finally coming around.
They just secure the rights for Vibe.
And it might be it. Probably not, though.
Not bad.
But it looks pretty cool. I hope it's good. I hope it doesn't drag on like some of these, because the Green Lantern minis, mini storylines that are going on, have just been dragging forever. Rot World dragged on way too long. Hopefully they can do it like Death of the Family or Court of Owls, where it's just done in a couple issues. There you go. So there's Trinity War. I don't know what it's all about.
I thought you just said Trendy War.
It is Trinity War.
That'd be fun. Ed Hardy fighting somebody.
That'd be awesome.
Ed Hardy fighting Mark Echo. All
Yes.
for the Affliction title. I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
The Affliction trucker hat.
The golden trucker hat.
Okay, when we talked about the Action comic stuff, where
T-shirts, Titan.
Andy Diggle left Action. I'll talk about Action 19, the only issue he really wrote, in a little bit. But they really didn't say what was going to happen. They said that the artist, I can't think of his name right now,
Drawing McDrawson.
Joy McDrawson, the artist, Tony Daniel. He is
Tony Danza.
was Tony Danza was gonna Tony Daniel was gonna finish the story arc out, and then he had one planned right after that. But now it says that Scott Lobdell is going to be on after that, and there's no quicker way to make me not read a book than put Scott Lobdell on it, because I can't deal with that dude's writing at all. He's just not my thing. So
Why?
I don't like him. I've never liked anything he's ever done. Everything
What has he done that I would know?
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans.
I think he was started writing the new Teen Titans. I don't know if it still is. I don't know.
The reboot? Like,
Yeah.
that was good in the beginning. All right, then.
I don't know. I'm not a Lobdell fan. I don't remember who they said the artist was, but I don't know. I like the new issue, Action 19. It was really good. I don't know what they're doing though.
It was kind of boring, I thought. But we'll get to that later.
It was also a little more calm than all the. I like the Grant Morrison stuff, all right, but it was crazy. Like you had to sit and fucking put some time into that book to figure out what was going on. This was just a straightforward Superman story with like nothing crazy. Well, nothing too crazy going on besides the ultimately powerful super being running around tearing robots apart. But that's okay.
Like Magnus Robot Fighter.
That would be awesome. I wish Magnus Robot Fighter would fight Superman. It lasted about 3 seconds, but that's all I wanted to see. And they announced who is probably going to be the new Robin. And
Who?
it's going to be Carrie Kelly, the Robin from Dark Knight Returns.
Well, they said that she was showing up in the issue. I don't think they were saying that was...
A lot of people are saying that it's going to be her. I don't know if they're all guessing too, or if they've heard it from the inside and they're not.
I bet it's not. I bet it's not, because all these like WTF things have been pure...
Some of them have been like stupid.
Hey! And it's over. Like,
Yeah.
like the
Swamp Thing was stupid.
the Jimmy Olsen thing is like, hey, that's not Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
And Swamp Thing, like, that issue was good. I like the whole issue, but I'm like, okay, he's talking about trying to find Superman to talk to him, but where's Superman? Superman is on the last panel of the book. And they don't even meet. He's sitting up, Superman is floating up in the air, looking down on a bunch of plants, like, wrapping around a building, and he's like, Holland? And that's his big Superman appearance. Wow, one panel at the end. That was WTF?
Yeah, because you're like, what the fuck? There's going to be more Superman.
But Carrie Kelly is the female Robin from Dark Knight Returns. She's going to be in the new Bat book. I don't know if she's... Some are saying she's Robin, some aren't. I don't know.
Well, they've been previewing that other chick in the last 2 issues, like the...
Yeah, a lot of them are saying it's definitely not going to be.
I think it's to pull you away so that you are surprised when the other chick is Robin.
But then they're also saying that it might be the girl from Batman Inc. There was some chick that...
Why don't just Lazarus Pit?
Yeah.
Damien
Bring
back.
Damien back.
Cares.
I don't know.
They can't just not have a Robin.
Well, if there was a girl Robin, they could have more accurate.
It's kind of hard not to have a Robin when you've got a Batman and Robin book. I don't really think they want to... Because it sells well. I don't think they want to cancel it. I mean, they'll do something. I don't know what they're going to do. But, I mean, for all I know, they might do a Batman and Robin year 1 or year 0 or something. Robin or Damien's like 6 years old, learning how to fight. That'll be an interesting book. I don't know. But there's... I don't even know... It's going to be weird, though, because they're not even going to be able to develop it really in the regular Batman book, because that's all going to be year 0 for the next year. So it's going to be kind of weird developing all that stuff not in Batman. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
It's not going to happen. There you go.
He's going to make a robot Robin. That's what he needs. He's going to have Herbie the robot.
He'll have that giant Leviathan guy. I am Robin now.
Speaking of Batman Inc., it's canceled.
13's
I
last one.
told Rick that. He didn't believe me.
Is she 13? Yeah.
Well, I thought that was when he was planning on ending it anyway.
I'd heard both. I heard that when he was done, it was going to be done, but then I heard that he was going to finish it like issue 12 and they were going to keep it going, but I'm guessing that they realized that once he's off that book, it's probably not going to sell anymore, so they're just like, yeah, we're just going to end it now.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's writing the last issue. I would assume he would. It'd be kind of silly
Yeah,
not
he
to
is.
write the last issue.
Pretty sure.
I hope so. It's a weird book, but
I love it.
it's grown on me. I didn't really care for it at first, and I went back and read some of it. It's pretty good. It's definitely weird, though. I also went back and read the Knight and Squire miniseries. Very weird.
Yeah.
Very,
So,
very British. Extra British. It was good, though. I want Knight to be Robin. The new Knight, not the old one, because the old one's dead.
The girl
Kinda
Knight?
hard. Yeah.
yeah, you really want to grow Robin super bad, huh? So you can
Well,
have Robin's eggs.
yes.
Get it? Get it?
No.
Ovaries.
Well, that's all the ones
eggs.
they're throwing out as females. I haven't got any males that they've brought out yet that could be Robin. I don't know. And they're
They
also
should do the robot thing. So
They
if he
should.
died, they wouldn't matter.
They should just have no. It could be like Superior Spider-Man, and Damian is like mind swapped with Bruce Wayne.
Oh my god!
So Robin's inside Batman. Yeah.
Again?
There you go.
No.
It's working so well for Marvel.
Joker really didn't die when Batman let him go off the waterfall. He switched minds with Robin.
Yeah.
Robin died in Joker's body. Joker's mind. Never mind.
That's the ultimate joke.
They just make Joker Robin.
Yeah.
Since they're always, like, gay for each other.
Or Catwoman.
Oh yeah, that would be terrible.
Or, I don't know, Martian Manhunter. Who cares?
That'd be awesome. Because, see, if I was Martian Manhunter, I'd be fucking with people all the time. I would appear as Robin in the Batcave.
Yeah,
Like, hey, what's up?
right, yeah. And Bruce could just be losing his shit and be like, can you just, like, turn into Damian for a little bit? And just shit gets weird every day.
Now can you be my mom and dad for a while?
Yeah, it's Mother's Day. Martian Manhunter's like, hello, Earth son. Like, doesn't know how to talk to him.
Hello, Earth son, do you have some Oreos I can eat?
Want to go to a play? Wait, no. That's a bad idea.
Oh, God. So, I don't know what's going on with Robin and Batman. The whole Batman universe is kind of weird right now. I don't know what they're doing.
They need to let Batman have a psychotic break like that. That'd be a good run of issues, like Batman, what?
Where if he should snap and really think that Robin is still there, but he's not, so he goes around acting like he has a sidekick the whole time.
Weekend at Bernie's with Robin.
It's the forgotten what?
Yeah, really.
Weekend at Damien's.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
Harry
yeah.
Swing in with Damien's corpse on it. He's like, sitting on a rooftop. He's like, all right, Robin, you go first. He just throws his corpse down in front of the guys, and he jumps down and starts
You surprise him, and then I'll come finish him off. It'll work.
Or they're both in the Batmobile, and he's like, all right, you take over. I'll get these guys. And he like jumps out of the top, and Robin's corpse lays in the Batmobile and just wrecks into a building.
I like it.
This would be awesome.
I would like that. They need to bring back Elseworlds. Because I want to see all this shit happen.
They really do need to.
Because Jason Craycross presents DC Elseworlds. I'll just write all the dumb shit for you.
God,
Perfect.
I've got so many great ideas.
Weekend at Damien's is awesome.
I mean, when they're done fighting crime, they have to go make an appearance as Bruce and Damian. So he like has to undress him and stuff him in a tux, and is like carrying his dead kid around in the tux. At some
His increasingly looser tux as he rots away.
And he puts him back in his little Robin outfit. His mask is all crooked, shit's on backwards. Go get him, Robin! This is a genius idea. We have to go with
That'd
this.
be
Super-
10 times better than that chick being Robin.
His super
Yeah.
baggy green chainmail underwear. He's like flopping around because it's not tight enough anymore.
It would be better than Catwoman. And what's the other one? The Dark Knight book? That book's terrible, too. I would read that over most of those. I'd read that over half of what DC's putting out right now, actually.
I would read Batman and Dead Robin over Watchmen. Are you kidding me? That sounds great.
That sounds pretty amazing. We got to pitch this. See if we can do it.
Fuck yeah.
Can't we do a webcomic of it? I mean, they get away with JL8. We could do
We
parody.
could do Weekend at Damien's.
We could totally do that.
I can't draw for shit, so I hope you
That's even
I
better.
hope you like garbage.
Well, if you could draw out ink, it'll look like double garbage.
I can
And
draw Millhouse from The Simpsons, I think. That's about it.
Just draw everyone as Milhouse.
yeah.
We could at Millhouses.
Everything's coming up Millhouse. Oh, God. Okay, so there's our idea. Don't steal it. Trademark.
It's recorded. It's dated.
Oh, God. Also, DC News, DC's doing an Indiegogo, like, fundraising thing for the We Can Be Heroes.
How the hell are they indie?
I don't know.
No, kind of a key ingredient to Indiegogo.
I don't think so. I mean, I think Warner Brothers is not very indie. But you got that pulled up?
You didn't tell me to pull that one up. You told me to pull it up.
Oh, maybe I pulled that one up.
Oh shit!
Oh, my God!
Show's falling apart.
It's terrible. All right, so it's We Could Be Heroes.
Just for one day.
Yes. It's basically a charity to fight hunger. And they're giving away a whole bunch of stuff if you contribute. And the goal was $50,000. They hit that in like a day and a half or whatever. But they got a whole bunch of stuff you can get. You can get free downloads, You can get Batman Superman #1. It's coming out with a special Week of Be Heroes cover. You can actually get a subscription, a 1-year print subscription. They're going to do subscriptions again. That's awesome. Get your shit all mailed, beat up to you. They go up and it's just fucking
Bent.
Oh yeah, all the corners are
There's a
square.
trading card inside, though. Oh, killer.
And there's shirts and lithographs and Earth One signed, and like you can go all the way to, if you want to, for $10,000, you can actually go to Comic-Con with Jeff Johns and Gary Frank, and you get 2 badges at Comic-Con, lunch with them, VIP event, airfare hotel, and a Jim Lee T-shirt and Gary Frank lithograph. Only $10,000.
I would just
could
be
be
like,
yours.
when are you going to write more vibe stuff?
I don't talk about anything but vibe. That's all I can talk about. Do you know how to break dance? Let's break dance.
You know your Green Lantern stuff's garbage. It's all about vibe with me. I love vibe.
Oh God. Oh, see, for $250, it's sold out. You can get the Injustice battle stick or fight stick and the video game signed.
That's what I call my penis now.
I know.
My Injustice battle stick.
Oh God, or Arkham City signed. All kinds of stuff in there. Well, it's for a good cause. And it's pretty cool. I'm not sure how Indiegogo. I don't know. I don't know if that's because Indiegogo, because it's a charity and not an actual like putting out a project.
Well, it depends. It could be. It might not be in Indiegogo. It might be in Diego Go because it could be in San Diego. Am I wrong?
Maybe.
Could be in Diego. Go.
Go Diego, go.
Exactly. They couldn't do that because that was taken.
Oh.
Stupid Nickelodeon.
All right, there's 41 days left. We'll put a link to it. We'll put a link to it on the Facebook page so you can go check it out. And then else you can get some cool Batman stuff and you can donate to charity. So
Hang
it's
out
for a
with
good
Jeff
cause.
Jones.
And if you got $10,000 laying around and you want to go to Comic-Con, and I mean, it's easier to do that than actually get a room and get tickets to fucking Comic-Con. It just sells out in like 8 seconds. Only $10,000, you can do it.
San Diego go. Well, that's where Comic Con is. San Diego. I called it. It's not Indiegogo.
And it's also what
That was the point
Hello
you were trying to
Harto
make in the
used.
first
for her
I didn't know. I was
She's
going
in
nowhere with that.
California.
What the problem is?
Drunk Kitchen.
Oh, okay.
She used Indiegogo instead of Kickstarter for her tour. But while we're on charities, I had one come to my attention just today, and unfortunately, it ends today and tomorrow. They're doing raffle drawings for the chance to win original artwork by DC comic cartoonist Rick Burchett. All proceeds go to Cade's Playground, which is a playground that is being put up for children with disabilities to be able to play together and have those experiences while they can. You can check out the Facebook page, which is Kades, Kades-Playground. Donations can be called in. I've already shared the page on our Facebook page. But donations are available for $1 each or 6 for $5. Tickets can be purchased by phone at this point, since it is happening today being Sunday and tomorrow being Monday, by calling area code 314-852-4964 or 636-475-5476. I'm going to link to the page, which I didn't do earlier. I just linked to Cade's story. So check that out if you're interested in that artwork, or just donate a couple bucks for a good cause.
And if you don't know who Rick Burchett is, he did a lot of independent work with Capital, First, Pacific, and AC Comics. So he also did some DC work. He did Superman, Batman, Flash, Wonder Woman, Justice League, Green Lantern, all kinds of stuff. And he worked on he got an Eisner Award in '96 with Paul Dini and Todd Templeton for Batman and Robin Adventures. And then he worked with Dan Slott on She-Hulk for a while, and he also did the Batman Brave and the Bold tie-in stuff. So he's done a lot of work. He's a good artist. So if you're interested in trying to win some of his stuff or just helping out, go donate.
And the Facebook page I'm going to share on our Facebook wall actually has pictures of the artwork that you have a chance to win.
All right, now we have a Kickstarter that looks awesome. It is called The Littlest Lovecraft. It is the Call of Cthulhu, an illustrated kids book. It's going to be amazing. They've already went over their goal, so it's guaranteed to get funded. So we got 17 days left, and you could donate as little as $5, and you get a little thank you postcard. $10 gets you a postcard and a photo size print for the book. The one I'm going to do is $25. That is the postcard, the photo size print, and a copy of the book. And it goes all the way up to you can do a couple $100, $500, and that's photos and multiple copies of the book and all kinds of stuff. They already reached one stretch goal, so it's going to be a hardcover book now. Stretch goal. You love stretch goal, don't you?
I'm 10 years old.
That's okay. Oh, really? The younger you get, the more I like you. So it's going to be a hard
I didn't even know you were Catholic.
I pretend. I play one on video.
On late night.
So they hit the $10,000 stretch goal, or $10,500 stretch goal, so they're all going to be hardcovers. It looks pretty amazing, and I think they're going to do multiple books, not just Call of Cthulhu. I think they're going to do multiple Lovecraft stuff. And if they hit their next goal of $12,500, which is like $1,000 away, they're going to do digital PDFs and stuff like that too. But it looks pretty cool. The art looks good, and it's already funded, so you know it's going to happen. So go check it out. We're going to link that also. It looks amazing. If you're a Lovecraft fan, and if you're not, I'm sorry.
At the Mountains of Madness would be a very strange child book.
It would be amazing. I mean, none of these are going to be great. They all end with most people dying, so...
Yeah.
That would be Mountains of Madness would be amazing, though. I could totally see that. So I don't know what all they're planning on doing, but they are planning on doing more than just the one. So go check it out. One little bit of bad news that really sucks is legendary artist and editor Carmen Infantino died last week, which really sucks. He was a fantastic Batman artist. He did this. This is my podcast shirt. He did this cover. He was editor-in-chief of DC Comics for a while. He's done a ton of great work over the years. Just a fantastic artist, and it sucks that he's gone now. We're losing a lot of the old, like, amazing Silver and Golden Age artists now, which, is only natural, I guess, since they're all probably in their 80s and 90s now, but very few of them hanging on out there, so if you ever get a chance to see any of these guys at a con or whatever, definitely go and say hello while you can, because these guys are getting up there.
Well, when Stanley becomes a full cyborg, I think that'll really change the game.
That's true. Stanley.
Excelsior.
All right, so that's the most of the news, really. Not a whole lot of other stuff happened that I feel like talking about, really. Instead of going over all the WTF books before we go into our book reviews, we're going to do a quick rundown of the WTF stuff, just in general. So far, it was what the fuck in a weird way. Like, what the fuck are they doing? Like
the detective one was weird.
Yeah, the detective
It was very good.
I liked. The Man Bat story was all right. The Bane one was kind of weird.
It's the 900th issue of Detective Comics, and they're like, Man Bat,
and
all right,
Bane fighting the Court of Owls, and
might as well have had Matches Malone or something. None of this was really a big deal.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm glad they didn't switch back to the number. Man, they were putting 900 in giant numbers on the cover. So
yeah.
I don't know. It was weak. I would have rather had one big crazy story, or like, just give me a traditional Arkham breakout. That's always fun. Just give me a bunch of fucking crazy dudes and let him fight them. Like, go traditional when it comes to Batman.
Have him kiss Joker or something. I don't care.
little Joker makeout, or like Batman goes to Arkham for a mission and he comes out, he's got some Joker makeup smeared in his face. He's like, "What, guys? What?"
All over his pants.
Yeah.
Oh, Joker.
Yeah. The Action 19. That was the one I mentioned earlier. The Tony Daniel. And Andy Diggle. That was all right. It's definitely more traditional Superman than the Grant Morrison stuff's been. But the what the fuck cover is Jimmy Olsen in some armor and Superman like punching him in the face, and it shows a guy that's supposed to be Jimmy Olsen, but Superman is instantly like, that's not Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah. Hey, you're not Jimmy Olsen.
And then he blows up. Yeah. And there's some like nanites with kryptonite shells that get into Superman and start mutating him, and I don't know. It definitely goes back to the old school Superman, but it was pretty. I guess the big one that was kind of neat was the Batwing 19. That was really good. Did you read that?
Nope.
Did you? Oh, you gotta read DC, dude. We're gonna learn you. Don't worry. It's Jimmy Palmiotti and Justin Gray took over writing it. It's already better. It's already way better. And
I liked Batwing right out of the gate. I thought it was awesome.
I think I'm gonna like the new one because the new Batwing is Lucius Fox's son. He's gonna be the new Batwing.
All right.
It's going to be awesome.
The only thing I know
Is
about
he
Lucius
from Africa?
Fox is Morgan Freeman, so that made me laugh.
Morgan Freeman's son.
I don't know if he talks like him.
That'd be awesome.
Hey, Batman, can you help me out here? That'd be great.
Get busy living or get busy dying, Batman.
I don't know any quotes from Street Smarts, the movie he did with Christopher Reeve, where he played like the most vicious pimp ever on film. Morgan Freeman played a badass pimp.
I've never seen it.
It's a good movie. Christopher Reeve was a very well-respected actor, and he made very good movies. And one of them, before he was paralyzed, after he was Superman, was Street Smarts. with again, Morgan
Is he
Freeman.
just like a street hood kind of guy, or is he like...
I don't even remember. It's like 83 maybe.
Morgan Freeman's like slapping hoes and shit.
Morgan Freeman is a vicious pimp. He's awesome.
I'll have to go see if that's on Netflix.
It was like he was riding high off the heat from the electric company or whatever he was on in the 70s.
Wow.
And then he's like, no, you can play a pimp now. You've entertained children for so long.
Jesus Christ. What else was there? I don't even think about that right
I don't
now.
know, Dial H, that was the gatefold cover.
Yeah, Dial H, the What the Flash. It was alright. Dial H is good. It's weird, but it's good.
There's a tie-in with the Flash that I'm not reading. So, there's that.
That's a beautiful book, but the stories just aren't very strong. I don't know. Like, the art is fantastic, but every time I read it, I'm like, oh, look at the pretty pictures. I don't really give a shit what's going on.
Oh, the Flash?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dial H is like, he turns into the Flash and it's just like, something bad's happening in the Flash's world. It keeps telling you that.
Yeah.
Doesn't really go into it. So it's like, oh, okay.
And evidently when they're saying basically when they get these powers, it's not they're just turning into something, they're actually stealing powers or like stealing the persona from...
Yeah.
So there really is a pelican army out there, which is amazing.
Yeah. And the glimpse. Yes. That was the glimpse, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Earth 2 was pretty good. They just showed that there's Mr. Miracle and Big Barda in the Earth 2, which is pretty cool. And it just goes more into the origin of Wotan and Dr. Fate and all that good stuff. So yeah, it was pretty good. I like that book.
That issue also, I learned that Wotan is nothing to fuck with.
Oh, God. What else? Animal Man was pretty good. Yeah, I'm digging it so far. He deals with the aftermath of his son dying. Spoiler! Oh, yeah, I might spoil some stuff in this book. And then Swamp Thing was good, too. I really liked it, but the Superman what the fuck tie-in was just, like, the Animal Man WTF cover was already spoiled because his son died last issue, so you knew the funeral was coming. So opening the gatefold and seeing the funeral was no shock. Like, I kind of hope they'd have a funeral, not just leave his body there and walk away. Like, he's dead, fuck it, leave him in the yard.
You're supposed to be expecting a Viking funeral.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's a traditional Christian funeral.
No, I just picture literally they leave him in the yard, they just cut grass around him. They just leave him in a pile right there. And then the Swamp Thing was Superman, but Superman and him don't even meet at all. It was, I don't know. So far, I read Stormwatch, and I wanted to like it because it's going more traditional Stormwatch. It's got the weird in it. It just wasn't very good. I don't know. So far, I didn't read Green Lantern, though. Are you going to review that, or are you just going to...
I read it. I mean, it's just continuing the First Lantern thing, which is not that complex of a story. It's just about Sinestro. It's all Sinestro-centric, which is odd. Because
there was some Sinestro in that book, man.
Yeah, there's hardly any Hal Jordan. I think Hal Jordan is trying to be the Black Lantern. I believe if I read it correctly.
Really?
It's very confusing because they're all dead. The entire planet of Korugar, is that where Sinestro's from?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they're all dead now. The First Lantern, like, it's like some sort of psychological twist going on in there where it's all been. Sinestro thought he was protecting the planet, and like the First Lantern's like, no, they've been gone forever. And
oh wow!
Then all of a sudden they appear in the dead zone, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know. Whatever the hell Hal Jordan is in this book now.
Yeah,
it's so
like in the book or whatever, like the black book thing,
the like dark looking book, section, which would be perfect for Baby Dick. But yeah, so it was just really strange.
I don't know. I haven't been able to get in Green Lantern. Just like I said earlier, too many little crossovers. I don't want to have to read other books I'm not reading to read a book. I don't know.
No, I don't. I just read the Green Lantern. I don't read the core or whatever.
Is it think it'd be less confusing, or is it you're just...
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's just not like it's not pulling me enough to go want to watch it or read it, so who cares?
I mean, I even like Jon Stewart and Guy Gardner, I don't know. I'm trying to trim down some books, and when I read it, the first couple issues, it just wasn't that great. I like the characters, but it wasn't that great. Did you read Green Arrow 19?
No.
That was pretty good.
That was the other Mad Magazine cover.
Oh, really? I didn't see that. I'll have to look that up.
It wasn't as good as the one for the Green Lantern.
The Green Lantern one was awesome.
I bought that.
Green Arrow 19, there really wasn't much of a what the fuck is. So you open the gatefold, and it's Komodo. This guy's been fighting, since the reboot of the reboot 2 issues ago. This Komodo guy, he's the one that killed Green Lantern or Green Arrow's father. And you're like, well, I kind of figured that. No real surprise. So
on the island?
Yeah. On the island. And so it's just them continuing their fight. The one thing I don't like about this book is, like, this Komodo guy is, like, a much better archer than Green Arrow. So it's like, how many like, damn near supernatural level archers on the planet? And then his daughter, who looks like she's about 12, comes out, and she's an even better, faster archer than both of them. Yeah, God, it's ridiculous. Like, I was like, how come everybody is a better archer than Green Arrow?
Because of the Hunger Games.
And why is my dog on the couch trying to drink water out of glass? You have water in your bowl.
She thinks she's people.
I'm a people too. I'm gonna
look at me, I'm licking out of cups, just like you people. I'm a dog. Dog people.
I don't know. I think that's it as far as the DC stuff went. I mean, some of the books are pretty good. There's nothing that's really shocking so far. I think the coolest thing was the Earth 2 Mr. Miracle and Big Barda, but they really only mentioned that they were going to go find them, and then they show them like flying through a city and for a panel. So they weren't the whole what the fuck was the reveal, but that was it.
The coolest thing about the WTF covers is the covers.
Yeah,
because most of the stories have been lackluster, which I believe I predicted.
Yeah, I mean the Earth 2 could be cool. Like, I like that they're doing that. A couple of the other ones could be all right. I don't know. It's just they're so far. I didn't really go, what the fuck?
No. Hey.
All right.
I was reading it and it turned into Jello. It was crazy.
Remember Pee Pants right there in the comic shop.
Make me pee my pants.
Yeah. By make me, I mean I really just feel like peeing my pants.
Convinced me that was a good idea.
And by my pants, I mean your pants.
And by pee, I mean shit. So I apologize for shitting your pants. But this was a very good book.
Especially while you were wearing them, it involved a funnel. It was terrible.
That's what the glass table's for.
All right, let's go into actual reviewing the books of the week. We'll let our guest go first. Zach, do it. What's your book of the week?
My book of the week would probably be Lock and Key.
Lock and Key.
Uh-oh.
That's my book.
See what happened, Sorensen?
That's my book.
You go to the fucking mall.
Oh, no.
Like you're robbing Sparkles, and and you just get your fucking book taken and your spot taken. Look at that, Sean Sorensen.
Hey. I want bourbon chicken.
Sample? You want the sample?
Oh, bourbon chicken.
All right, Lock and Key Omega.
Oh.
What's the number? Like
It's 4.
4.
It's the 4th issue in the final series. So, like I said before, it's shit's starting to get real.
Oh, shit.
Should I spoil it or not spoil it?
Do what you want. You want to ruin it for everybody? You fucking ruin it for everybody.
I'll just say
That's
this
what I do.
is the first issue where someone actually died.
Oh, shit.
So people are going to start dying.
Like main characters or just like...
The person who died wasn't a main character. One of the main characters is about to die, possibly. Nice. And then next issue.
Well, it's Joe Hill. He doesn't give a shit. He'll kill anybody, dude.
Yeah.
He'll cut you.
He will. He will fucking cut you.
Yeah.
But yeah, the art's obviously always amazing. And yeah, it's 3 issues left, so it's pretty much... for anyone who's been reading it before, this is the first issue where... I can't remember the guy's name. The guy who's pretending to be Bode actually stops being Bode and starts fucking shit up, and it's pretty much like, the beginning of the end, I guess.
Is it like a standalone Lock and Key story, this Omega thing, or do you have to read
No,
the
it's
Lock
just
and Key?
Yeah, you have to read them all.
Oh, fuck that.
See, I haven't read Clockworks or this yet. I've been waiting until it got closer to the end. So I'm going to go back and reread all the other stuff and then read Clockworks, and then by the time I get around, it should be all done. Yeah, I heard it was awesome.
I hate backstories in books, but it was all backstory pretty much, and it was amazing. They pretty much explained the making of the keys and all that stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it was back in colonial times and when the house was first built. So was pretty
Oh, that's
badass.
cool. Yeah, the only reason I haven't been reading this is because I wanted to wait till closer to the end. I wanted to be able to finish the whole thing because it's really good. But after I read the first couple trades when this was coming out, I would get so mad. I'm like, motherfucker, I've got to wait for how long for the next miniseries even start? And there's going to be 6 of them? Jesus, this sucks.
Horrible reading it monthly. I read the first 5 trades in maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's...
Okay, show off.
Have you read any of his books or his short stories besides Lock and Key?
No, I guess...
Dude, read Horns and read Heart-Shaped Box. Fuck.
Is it about Nirvana?
Yes.
Yes.
Except it's not at all.
Okay.
It was in here. There was a... Maybe it's a different book. He's coming out with a new book. Oh, yeah, right here. Whatever that is. It's just a license plate. What's the new book?
Nosferatu. That's what just happened. You should
I guess
see
that
me.
is
You
what
should
it said.
see me on game shows, dude. It is disgusting.
Well, yeah. I would
Really,
like
it's covered
to.
in gravy. It's terrible.
Yeah. I'm usually jerking off.
Well, it's always.
Well,
You
you
should
put
go-
gravy on me.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
You should go read.
I'm not allowed to go to KFC anymore.
If I had a KFC, I would make you the mascot. You just walk around with a bucket of gravy naked. Man, and a handful of mashed potatoes. I put my dick in the mashed potatoes.
If it's going to be that kind of party, I'm going to stick my dick in the mashed potatoes.
I did that at a party here. Some people didn't like it very much. Other people thought it was hilarious.
I had gone to bed already, so I couldn't stop this.
Thanks, dude. We're having a party. We had people staying with us, and they decided to cook and leave a giant bowl of mashed potatoes, like a fucking giant bowl of mashed potatoes on the stove in the middle of the party. And at the end, they're like, "You guys gonna eat these mashed potatoes or not?" And they're like, "No, you can have them." I'm like, "Okay." Bloop. And so I put my dick in the mashed potatoes. It was my party. I'm gonna fuck mashed potatoes if I feel like it.
That's that song, right?
Yes.
It's my party. Put my dick in the potatoes if I want to.
That was the original version. They had to change it for the second.
That was more avant-garde.
Yes.
It's jazz.
Go read Horns and Heart-Shaped Box.
And Lock and Key.
And then there's a book of short stories called 20th Century Ghosts. That's really good. And The Cape. Did you read The Cape?
The TV show?
No.
The-
Oh, no.
Yeah, the one where he's just like killing his whole family
Yeah.
the whole time. That was
Awesome.
amazing.
Yeah. Joe Hill's a twisted dude. You can tell, the King family's kind of messed up.
Just that scene where he was
Oh,
wasn't he
that's
trying to like save his girlfriend, and then he just drops her, and like she lands on a fountain and dies.
Yeah, well, you think he's trying to save her, and then he's like, "Fucking bitch!" He just kills her.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that's a really good series. I'm not reading the new one though. There's like the Cape 1969 or whatever.
It's pretty much like they just made it to make it.
Yeah.
If you don't, it's okay. It's pretty much just shows. It's pretty much the backstory of the Cape. It just shows you what happened to his dad and like how the Cape gave him powers. And
Okay.
there was like some Indian dude and he made out with him, and that's literally how he got the powers.
Yeah, if I had a nickel for every time I made out with an Indian dude.
Yeah, that's weird. I read the first issue. I just couldn't get into it. I was like, all right, this is so far. I'm not even getting what this has to do with anything. There's a dude in the jungle in Vietnam, and there's like a weird shaman guy. And
Yeah, that was the shaman dude. It was in the second issue. They were like about to get.
That's over.
I
Isn't
don't
it?
even. Yeah, it was only like 4 issues.
I might go back and pick it up just to know the backstory out of it. But now I kind of do know the backstory. If you make out with the Indian, you get a cape. True story.
It's true.
Yeah, I think the cape was just a part of his jacket, or no, the cape. He had like some like one of those. What do you call those things? The buttons.
Lobster claws.
No buttons. They were one of the buttons from like his.
Cufflink?
No, it's a button.
Button?
Yeah,
Oh, you were looking for the word button?
yeah.
Okay, then.
But yeah, he put that on the cape, and then the button, I guess, had the power. But he got the power from hanging out with the shaman.
It's power button.
Power button. So if I go make out with a shaman, he'll give me a jacket, and I can take the buttons off and make capes. That's awesome.
Make out
Pretty
with,
much.
If you make out with the shaman.
It has to be in a food court.
Oh, golly gosh.
So you liked it? It's a good book.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You like it?
You liking the book?
It's nice.
So what? 6 issues is what this is going to be?
7.
Or are they going to have like?
Yeah, 7. So there's 3 issues left.
So yeah, I guess I'll wait maybe next month and start rereading everything and get caught up.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about Joe Hill. It doesn't make any sense to me why they wouldn't just make like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then just keep going. But they made it all in like mini series.
I don't know.
It's probably because of the art, I guess. I would imagine because
See,
it takes them 2 months to make the book because of the art.
is he initially a novel writer, or was he a comic writer first?
No, he was a novel writer first.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. Then. Probably writing just one complete story.
Yeah, because
and adapting it for the comics.
I think Heart's Hit Box was first. I think, and it's been out for a few years. So I think it came out. At least the short stories were coming out for a while before he ever put out the comics.
That was in his big collection called In Utero.
Yes. I'll chew your face off, dog. What do you want? My dog wants to participate in the comic podcast.
No, he just thought you were talking about
What was your book of the week, dog?
I don't read comics. Faggots.
I just
I
sleep
want
on
sports.
Yeah.
Sports.
Sports, you bitches.
Fox sleeps on comics.
He does like to see my comics. And he likes to draw on comics.
Like comedians.
Yes. He just goes up to the old Laugh Factory and just lays on them. Hi, how you doing? What was your book of the week, Jason Craycroft?
Snow Angel from Dark Horse.
You have to tell us, tell the podcast exactly what you told us earlier in your synopsis of this book.
My notes for this says fucking weird. It was fucking weird. It markets itself, I think, as a kid's story. That's what it said. That's why I got it, because I thought it was going to be some whatever kid's story for a holiday story kind of thing. But my God, it is. Yeah, it says an ordinary little girl becomes a crime-fighting cherub whenever she makes an angel in the snow. Yeah, that's true.
So she just does a snow angel in the yard. And when she does a snow angel, she turns into an angel.
Into
like a real angel.
They call it crime fighting, but my God, is it not crime when some kid's stealing an older guy's bicycle? Batman's not going to intervene, you know what I mean? It's not crime fighting, but yeah.
Well, now, Vibe in his first issue, stop the kid from stealing a candy bar or something. So.
It's crazy as hell, though.
And does she look like a little,
Do you want to see a picture? Here's a fucking picture.
Yeah, I got...
It's that drawn. That's the art. It's...
Wow. That really is like a
weird,
little...
man.
It's like a little cartoon cherub. It's really weird.
Yeah, so she's flying around, and then her mom's like a total bitch, and is like, "Stop being the snow angel! I told you not to turn into that snow." Like it's totally nonchalant that this little girl has a superpower, and it's like your mom's totally irritated with it, like she's not picking up her room. Stop turning into the snow angel. So she's like,
"Stop with your supernatural power.
We're moving to Tucson, so you won't be able to be snow angel when we move to Tucson." Snow angel freaks the fuck out, goes outside and just becomes a snow angel real quick, flies into space, and changes the polarity of the planet to where it snows in Tucson. So they move to Tucson, and they're like, "How dare you? I can't believe you did that, you little shitty kid. It's retarded."
Never mind the fact that she just destroyed the entire ecosystem of the planet.
So there's all my notes, and then my notes end with, "Then there's some weird bit about William Henry Harrison." And yeah, that seriously is how it is thrown in there. It's not bad. It's so interesting that it's okay.
It's subliminal message.
But it's weird as fuck.
Who does this book?
I don't know.
Is it just any book, or is it like...
It's Dark Horse did it, but the person is... fuck, I can look it up. It's David Chelsea. I don't know who that is, but David Chelsea's got himself a future of me.
Wow.
Because it was...
Dude, Baby Dick and Snow Angel could team up. That would be amazing.
Don't even get me started.
Snow Angel. Is this a one-shot, or is it like a series?
No, it's a one-shot, but it's stay tuned for more... Because they're saying stay tuned for more Snow Angel adventures, and that's what they talk about, Snow Angel intervening with the jaywalker.
Wow.
It's Snow Angel just blasts this giant wall of snow in front of this person that's walking in between two cars, trying to cross the street. And they're like, "What are you doing? Jaywalking's dangerous." I was like, "Thanks, Snow Angel." It's really crazy.
Wow. I'm going to read this book now.
It's quick. It's a very quick read. It is. It's just weird. You look out, snowing the window, and you see the snowman talking to a penguin. It's just really weird.
You sold me.
and the penguin and the snowman are talking about William Henry Harrison.
Wow.
Yeah. I guess I'll leave you the story about William Henry Harrison for the non-spoiler portion of it.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
It's fucking weird.
Okay, well, you sold me. I'm going to go get this book.
That's what I do. I sell comics.
All right, my book of the week was Harbinger Wars #1. This book was awesome.
Lock and key.
Lock and key. Harbinger Wars is going to be a 4-month crossover, I believe, between Harbinger Wars and Harbinger and Bloodshot. And it is basically... Bloodshot used to be part of Project Rising Spirit, and they used him to go find these little super-powered kids that are called Psyots, and he would capture them and bring them back so Project Rising Spirit could use them as, like, slave soldiers, basically. And
So like Nike.
Yes, exactly. That made the new Air Jordans.
Yeah.
And in Bloodshot, at the beginning of Bloodshot, issue 1, he gets freed from Project Rising Spirit, and it's basically the whole series. He's trying to figure out who he was, why he can't remember any of this stuff, and he starts figuring out that he was like their bounty hunter thing guy that would go. So his kids were terrified of him when he finally found him.
It's the Bloodshot identity.
Yes. So he realized that he was the one that used to go capture these kids. So he's trying to redeem himself. So he rescues some of them, and then there's the Harbingers who escaped from the Harbinger Foundation, who were kind of the same thing. They would bring in these kids that were going to be superpowered Psyots and would train them and brainwash them and make them his little fighting force. So that's all 3 of these people going against each other to try to save these kids and try to either save the kids that are already rescued or prevent other kids from getting kidnapped. So
they're fighting to save kids between each other?
Well, Harbinger is trying to free these kids so they can all be independent on their own. Bloodshot is trying to get back against Project Rising Spirit, and then the Harbinger Foundation is trying to get these kids and get other kids. And
so
it turns
they're
out
both fighting the Harbinger Foundation.
Kind of. They don't really realize that yet. They don't know the whole story about who's doing what. So
if only they read the comics.
I know. But Harbinger, they find out later that Toyo Harada, the guy that runs Harbinger, is the one that caused Bloodshot to break his mental control, the brainwashing, and go off on his own. So he Toyo Harada is playing them all against each other. It's fucked up, but it's really good. So there's a bunch of kids with crazy superpowers, and
I thought that was the guy that made Metal Gear Solid. Does that make me racist?
No.
Okay.
Maybe it is. Yeah.
Hideo Kojima.
It might make it a little racist.
Show Manawa.
It is Show Manawa. But this is the first issue, and it's going to cross over between just those 2 books every month for 4 months. First issue was really good. I liked it. I'm going to keep reading it. I like all the Valiant stuff so far, and this is a nice little kind of tie-in. It lets you, because some of it was kind of hard to follow a few times because you're like, well, what the hell is Bloodshot doing? Why? What is his origin? So it's kind of his origin plus the Harbinger's origin. One little mini crossover ties it all up nice and neat. So it's really good.
They should do a spin-off of the kids after, kind of like a Muppet Babies type situation.
Yes.
The life of the kids.
Harbinger babies.
Yeah.
They probably will.
The Psytots.
God.
So there you go, Valiant. Saving Valiant. I saved Marvel, saved DC.
just handing out science, man. Just, here you go. Here's
Bam! I'm dropping science.
All right, what other books you want to talk about? What about you, Zach?
Oh, fuck.
Great Pacific was really good.
Yes, I like this book.
So you read it?
Yes, I did.
This is it's the end of the story arc, right?
Yeah.
So
kind of. I mean, it's really just the beginning of a bigger story arc, really.
But there was a huge octopus attack. Spoiler. And then pretty much awesome. The only other thing that happened story-wise, he pretty much got his friend back. So that's what happened. And then there was the octopus attack. And then there was still the Indian people, the native people, and they gave them the masks. And they're like, oh, be prepared. And then huge explosion, end credits.
Yeah. One thing I wasn't sure about is he's got the little device, right?
Yeah.
That turns the plastic into water and he could terraform stuff with it. I don't think it ever showed that, when he approaches the ship, he uses that little device to make a little Iceman trail of garbage. How the fuck does that work? He literally, Iceman does a little ice trail and slides on it. He does this with a trail of garbage. He shoots this little thing will turn all this plastic and crap into fresh water.
I mean, if you go to my apartment, you'll see that I can do that too.
It looked like he was just moving the trash. I don't think he turned it into water.
I don't know.
It seemed like he was just controlling the garbage and made it into a staircase or something.
It's weird.
I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool.
Maybe I'll go back and reread it and see if I've missed something. But it's a good book. It's pretty fun. Did you read it?
Nope.
It's good.
I mean, it's the end of his story, so I was waiting for the story to end So I can read the whole thing because I haven't read any of it.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like the first. It's pretty much like an introduction story arc.
It's a pretty quick read too.
That's the Garbage Island one.
Yeah.
The Garbage Island thing is real too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's very, very blown out of proportion in this book.
Well, I mean, it's not. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not as big
I
or
don't
as
think you
dense
can
as
walk
this.
on it. Yeah.
But yeah, there's a giant.
Says you quitter.
Yeah, there is a giant
Jesus
giant garbage pile in the Pacific somewhere. But yeah,
Jesus walked on the garbage pile.
he did.
You didn't read Miss Fury?
I did not. I want to. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Time traveling, Nazi fighting, slut.
I'm alright with that.
It's a good book.
Hey, you got me sold.
I like all the Dynamite like noir hero stuff. I think they're kind of putting too much out at once, and then every issue's got to have 14 covers. I think there was 9 covers to this one, maybe more. It was crazy.
Is that Mask's book just about all those heroes like together?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what it looked like.
Are those all like Golden Age people? Like, is it Alex Ross like bring all that crap back?
Yeah. It's
Project Superpower.
I don't know if every one of them is an old Golden Age character. I know most of them are. I don't know.
So Miss Fury might have already happened.
I think Miss Fury was another character because I know some of them like the Spider and the Shadow and stuff obviously are, but and there's a couple other ones that they're coming out with series that were never other like pulp hero stuff too. I don't know if they're all original or if maybe they made a couple of them up to go with them, but they're just putting so much out I can't keep up with it all. I read Mask, like it's pretty good, and I like the Shadow and the Spider when they came out.
Yeah,
There's just too many books to keep up with sometimes. I'm gonna go back and read some more of them. I didn't really care for the Shadow year 1. It was all right.
You see, I don't keep up with DC because I'm still trying to catch up with everything that's happened in the last 30 years of comics.
Yeah.
So I don't want to start reading like 5 or 10 Batman books.
Yeah.
Here's the trick. It all happened over and over again for the past 30 years. So you just have to read one story.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's one good thing about the New 52 stuff is you don't have to read any of that old stuff.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
I mean, even with the Batman and Green Lantern, that they kept the continuity, they kept it, but they don't really expect you to know it. It's made for new readers to come in and not know that stuff. So, but like they'll reference some of it sometimes, but when they do, they kind of let you know what happened. So.
All I've read from the Green Lantern from before the New 52 was the Rebirth, the beginning of Jeff Johns, and Blackest Night.
That's really all you got to read. I mean, the Sinestro Corps War was pretty good too, but you don't even have to read that. Like Blackest Night kind of fills you in.
Well, I mainly don't read DC because I don't care about DC at all.
Dude, so many good characters in DC.
It's better writing, I think.
In a lot of ways, yeah. If they would get their fucking editorial and shit straight. They're trying so hard to keep everything in continuity, but then they miss little dumb shit. I don't know. Their editorial's a mess right now. They just need to fix it. Because there's some really good books. Like Earth 2's good. Suicide Squad was pretty good.
Earth 2.
Earth 2. Batman's awesome. I mean, there's good books out there for DC. But there's some trash out there, too. I don't see how Catwoman's still going, man. I don't get it. That book is terrible.
Probably purely on visual alone.
Yeah.
For the creepers.
I think so.
The 45-year-old comic reader. Single.
Basement.
Not divorced.
Just single. Single forever.
Yeah. Taking time in between StarCraft sessions to get his Catwoman on. What else did you read?
That was it. I was going to go back to Great Pacific, though. Didn't you talk to the guy who made it, Joe Harris?
Yeah, we did an interview with Joe Harris about a month ago.
Yeah, and you guys were talking about how, like, the squid and the guy I thought they were going to form, like, some friendship. That's what it made it seem like, but now he's dead. Right. Spoilers.
I don't know if he's dead.
They were pretty insinuating.
He is a giant mutant octopus. I don't think it's dead. The octopus was about to flip a fucking destroyer.
Were they eating calamari?
That would be amazing. Giant rings of calamari.
Yeah. Oh my god. like a birthday calamari.
I don't know, but the thing is, it's a big giant, like, garbage and nuclear waste mutated. I don't know if the nuclear blast, or whatever that blast was, I'm assuming it was probably a little mini nuke.
It's probably, yeah.
I don't know if it would hurt it. Maybe it just makes it bigger, meaner, and angrier. I don't know. I can see it going either way. I hope it is.
Now it can talk now. That's what's going to happen.
That would be awesome.
What does an octopus have to say? An octopus is like one of the smartest animals, right?
It's very smart.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of... It's kind of...
Squids are idiots.
And it's kind of like... It's kind of obsessed with the main guy on here, like the main character, Chaz. So I don't...
Chaz, come back to the ocean.
And Joe said it was really, like, he was surprised how popular the Yellow Fat had gotten, so I don't know if he would kill him off this game. I hope not. He might, but it's a really cool It's a cool mutant octopus. I don't want it to go anywhere.
Any good creator kills off popular character.
Well, there's probably more than one, I would assume.
Yeah, or just
there's going to be other creatures. I mean, you got a
Yeah.
whole garbage patch. I'm sure there's not just one octopus and some natives.
There's got to be like a school of mutant piranha somewhere. That'd be awesome.
There's natives on the garbage island?
Yes.
Who the fuck's native to a garbage island?
There's all these little like weird small islands around there that these natives live on, and they've like claimed they have already like
Well, not native. I mean, it's
used
like,
it. Well, they're native to that area. They have all the islands around there.
They're
they're naturalized.
I don't want to say Indians because obviously I don't know.
Yeah.
Who
Well, where's
they are.
it's in the Pacific. It's nowhere near India. Polynesians.
There you go, Polynesians.
So yeah, I guess they're just
Island folk.
They've kind of said that they've already claimed the island. Basically, I don't know. It's weird. First they come on and they're like, "Do you think they're bad?" Then they kind of help Chaz at the end of this book, and I don't know what's going on. And she even says like, "Right now we have a common enemy, so we'll be all right, but I'll whoop your ass later."
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, this and Saga are pretty much the only new Image books I've really been digging.
They're both good.
East and West is good.
Oh
East and
yeah,
West
that
is
too.
really good.
But it's only first issue. This
Yeah.
is already like 6 in. East and West is probably going to be amazing. I love like westerns and like post-apocalyptic stuff, so I was pretty damn excited about that.
You need to read Uber. You want to do Uber?
Did you read it? You read it, yeah.
Yes. Uber #0 was pretty awesome.
I had notes about it. As on the eve of the ending of the war in Europe, the final plan involving super Nazis to win the war for the Germans begins.
Pretty much.
Super Nazis, you don't get a lot of books where the focus is the villain. Like I assume the super Nazis are the villains in this story.
They have to be. Well, you got the one guy at the beginning who's kind of. You got a guy that's actually you kind of sympathize with, even though he's Nazi. But my only problem with the book is it's black and white. And it's pretty dark, and some of the characters kind
Black
of
and white.
Huh?
It's not black and white.
I read a black and white version online first.
I read
And
a
it was-
color version. It's called I Bought It.
Yes, I've got the color version too. But when I read the black and white, it was really bled together, and then the color version, I think it's still kind of bled together.
Oh yeah.
It's some of the characters are kind of hard to tell apart. The black and white version, it was like it was almost impossible.
That's kind of the point though of Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
Is the standard Ubermensch guy. But did you read the notes in the back? That
Yeah,
Kieran Gillen writes that he was about humans and their relationship with power. Instead, it's not really supposed to be focused on superpowers. That was in my notes, and then my last note was it's gory as fuck.
It is. Yeah.
It's an Avatar book, right?
Yeah, which is that's what he even said. He's like, I can do an Avatar book, and there's no holds barred with Avatar. They don't give a shit.
Well, it's an issue. It's issue 0. So I have a feeling that issue 1 is probably gonna have heroes in it.
Maybe I don't know.
This is just straight. I can't imagine that being a good story to tell. Where it's like, hey, guess what? The Nazis are gonna win. Ah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unless maybe he hates people in a different kind of way. I don't know.
Don't spoil it because I want to read it now.
It's an issue 0. There's no beginning really.
Yeah,
It's just
it kind of throws you right in the middle of it. It's just
like, hey, this guy's got blue shiny eyes and shit's dying.
yeah. They don't really. They just kind of throw the characters at you. They don't really tell you a lot about them. It's just like they give you their name and they show them in a couple panels and like a couple scenes.
The one guy's kind of just Dr. Manhattaning people to pieces.
Yeah. Well, see, when I first read the black and white online, and I was like, all right, it's an awesome concept, and like the writing's pretty good, and I was like, man, I don't know about this because literally, when you start seeing the superpowered guys, like they kind of stand apart, but all the other characters that are leading up to it, you're like, I don't know who the fuck's who, and it's kind of confusing and what's going on. And then when I read the color, I was like, all right, it separates it a little bit, but there's a lot. Every page has a whole lot of shit going on. Like, there's a lot of background. There's a lot of battle stuff. It's just
It's World War II.
Yeah, it's just. I hope it gets a little bit clearer. I don't know.
More and more people will be dying.
Yeah,
So-
and also I didn't know if it was going to be color at first, and when they put it out,
All right,
when I read
let's
it,
not
I was
get
like,
racist.
oh yeah, everything is black and white. Nazi Germany, it's all black and white. So I'm glad it is color. The art, I like the art. I just think there's a whole lot going on. I wish.
Everything is going on in the dark
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah.
So it's a very dark colored book. Oh, Jesus. Look what I did. I went racist too. But it's a very dark book, both in concept and in visual.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. They kill the shit out of a lot of people in this book, and brutally.
Brutally. No one gets like an infection and then slowly dies. It's just like, oh look, my body's not connected to me anymore. Oh hell, damn you, Germany.
But yeah, the concept though is awesome. Like, and it's like all the way up to like the very end of the war. Like, there's a guy they go try to bring back into the war. Like, we need you. He's like, this shit's over. Like, he's like, the war's over. We're about to lose everything, and then. It's like that, literally that what if one thing had happened? Oh, well, we figured out how to make superheroes, supervillains, so now the shit is ours.
It's the other final solution.
Yeah. But then the one guy that's kind of sympathetic is, like, this throughout the book, I think that might be the direction they're going, is like...
Which guy?
There's the one guy that kind of is nicer to some of the people that he rescued, like, the people that are hiding in the bunkers and stuff. He actually seems like he's nicer than some of the guys. I think that might be the route they're trying to go. Is maybe he sees that there's just this shit's too bad.
It's the splintering of the Nazi party.
Yeah, he's going to be the maybe go rescue some of these guys that were being experimented on. Like, they're basically just experimenting on people and making them like. But
were they experimenting on German? I think they were Jews.
I don't know. They kind of didn't really go into it.
They're trying to find out who's got like the super gene capabilities.
Then that one guy was like, well, we already have one. So, wow. Like,
they just blew a bunch of people apart, and then there was one guy left. He's like, this is barbaric. And like, all right, well, you're going to die anyway. Bam. Okay.
Yeah, like, it's pretty hardcore. But yeah, like I said, that guy, I think, is going to be like the guy that goes, this is fucked up. We're doing this wrong. And it kind of splits off. But I don't know, is this a mini or an ongoing? Did they say?
I don't think anything on Avatar is a mini. Really.
Well, all their stuff used to be minis. Like, it's kind of like Lock and Key was a series of minis. Like, all the Gravel books are all minis and all that.
I don't know. I mean, it looks like a series. It doesn't.
I don't think it's said one way or the other. So
I don't do a whole lot of research. I don't know if that comes across through this podcast. But it's pretty damn good, though.
Yeah. It's definitely worth checking out. And
it says it's a monthly series.
And also, maybe it seems so... like, crowded because they were trying to jam a whole lot of info into one issue. Like, if they're, as the issue 0.
That's a large issue, though.
It is a big book. It was like 48 pages, maybe?
But,
42?
I mean, it's all jumbled because that's what it was like.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, there's no battles in World War II where it was like 4-on-4.
No, yeah. It was all in the city, fucking crumbling around you, bombs dropping on your head. Like,
there's no World War II pickup games out there.
No Revolutionary War, 2 lines of people.
I got next. So that worked.
It's good, though. Zach, you should go check it out. I think you'd like it.
It's like a Peter Jackson war.
All right.
Thanos Rising. Want to do that?
No, I'll do that last. Hulk number...
Last? Is that good?
I kind of liked it. Little waterhead Thanos. All right, we'll do it now.
He's not a waterhead.
He's got a big head for a little skinny body.
Yeah, that's not what that meant. That was referring to retards or Down syndrome guys.
He's got the big head.
It's Thanos. So do I. So do you.
Not on a little skinny body like that. I know.
Clearly not.
All right, we'll do Thanos Rising number 1. You didn't like it, did you?
No.
Why not?
I can't. I didn't expect. I honestly didn't think that they were going to do some weird Thanos as a child story. It's so fucking weird. It'd be like, it's honestly just as crazy as like Galactus as a kid.
Yeah.
On wherever the hell Galactus can be a kid.
Well, at least they referenced Thanos, having a family and stuff before. They reference where he's from and all that.
Yeah, but now it's like Thanos is pissed because of his mom or whatever. Like they Freuded out Thanos, really?
Oh yeah, that's part of that. Did you read it?
No,
basically, Thanos.
A cup or something.
Like when he's born, he's all he's purple, so like nobody else really looks crazy.
Yeah,
but he
Prince would like him.
Yeah, he looks all crazy, and so when his mom first sees him after he's born, she like loses her shit and tries to kill him. Like she pulls a knife out and goes to stab him while she's holding like her newborn kid. She's like, look at his eyes, he's got death in his eyes, blah blah. So like they have to like restrain her, and then like it shows him later on as like a little kid, like he's probably 10. It's
like whatever planet that he's on is like everybody's perfect.
Yeah, it's all the Eternals, or the original Eternals, so they're all everybody like no one died, everybody's immortal, they all have powers, they all were like perfect. And so he was just weird.
So he just had like a purple tint And they were like, "Oh, fuck."
Well, no, he's like purple and has like the weird Thanos face, but as with a big melon head as a small child. But
I mean, he's just as proportioned as any normal child.
he's got the helmet too, so like it made it look bigger.
Skinny kids are you have to wear a helmet like when that one character on Saturday Night Live with Mike Myers did, where he had hyperactivity and hypoglycemia.
Yeah.
Remember that? He'd be like chained to a fucking playground. I'm a hypo.
So basically, he's kind of picked on at first because he's so different, but then some other kids start making friends with him. They're like, whatever, come play with us.
Yeah, like he wasn't even bullied that hard, at all, really.
They really shouldn't be being bullied at all.
You're different. I like that.
Yeah, and then it shows him, he gets along with him, and he goes to visit his mom. He's talking to his mom, and like she's in a straitjacket in a fucking padded room, nut house, like just going bonkers. And he's all like, "Hey,
Hey, Mom.
I just came to visit you since I'm the one who drove you crazy." And his dad was just all in with his work and won't pay attention to him. And then it shows him as like a total pacifist. Like they're in school and they're trying to do like dissect a weird lizard thing in a class, and he won't do it because he's all grossed out. He's like, I don't want to cut him up and blah blah. And so then him and some other kids, like, who basically I guess is Death. That one girl was supposed to be Death.
I guess she's a bitch, whatever she is.
Yeah, this one girl starts talking to him, and she looks kind of weird, and I guess she's supposed to be...
It's the goth chick in the school, basically.
Yeah. And she's, like, encouraging him to be different and tells him to go explore this cave that, go check it out. It turns out the cave is supposed to be off limits because it's dangerous, so he takes all his friends in there, and they're exploring, and, like, a cave-in happens. He's in there for a few days, and he claws his way out.
Exactly like my life. Like, spot on.
Exactly.
All this stuff is happening.
Exactly right.
Well, he also, when he digs through the cave, he thinks his he'll be able to find his friends. He's got one of those little lizard things, but a living one who's like kind of chilling with him. And when he
Come on, Jub.
Yeah. when he opens, like, gets through the cave and finds all his friends, they're all dead and been eaten by these lizard things.
Yeah.
So
that's exactly what happened.
bunch of dead friends get eaten by lizards in caves. So like when he gets out, like all his friends are like, oh, why were you over there? Why is he the only one who survived? And like this the little chick, the goth chick, keeps telling him,
everything dies.
Yeah, everything. Basically, she encouraged him to go back to the cave. So he goes back to the cave with a knife.
Come listen to The Cure with me.
Yeah, he goes and kills all the lizard things in the cave, and it's basically insinuating that's where he starts becoming the crazy, like, evil psycho Thanos that wants to kill the whole universe.
Yeah, because it's the same.
That makes sense.
It's the same trinity that serial killers have. Now he's fucking killing animals.
Yeah,
Pretty soon as he's lighting fires,
pissing the
himself.
bed. Yeah.
Thanos, why'd you pee the bed? Oh,
I want to see that explained.
I'm gonna kill you.
That's what they explained. He's like, he was like the biggest serial killer in the galaxy, and like it was going to be his origin. So I want to see him piss his pants or piss the bed.
Yeah,
Thanos.
Do your research, Jason Aaron, or whatever the hell writes the story. He better piss himself.
Oh, he will.
I mean, obviously he's going to light fires. You have to light fires at some point.
All right. Did you read Indestructible Hulk #6?
No.
It was fucking awesome.
Why?
Because it is not Lionel Hughes art anymore, so it's good.
Oh, you don't like that?
I didn't think they look good with that book. It is Walt Simonson.
I like Walt Simonson.
Walt Simonson is awesome. And it's basically Bruce Banner takes his little science team that S.H.I.E.L.D. gave him, and they have a little piece of the Uru metal from Thor's hammer, and they use it to like open a portal to Jotunheim to go and harvest some other minerals it's only there. And when they get there, Thor appears, but he doesn't know him. It's like some alternate Thor, and it's like classic '80s Thor written by Walt Simonson, so it's pretty awesome. And he doesn't recognize him, doesn't know anything about him, and he's still talking like old school Thor, like straight out of it, like the
Have at thee.
Yeah, it's straight Walt Simonson Thor. It's pretty amazing. And then all the Frost Giants show up and they start fighting. And
that's what I call really tall old people.
Frost Giants.
Frost Giants.
Well, Thor gets like knocked out or knocked away, and his hammer's sitting there, and like Bruce Banner is trying to get the other people away, and he hulks out and he starts fighting these giants, and then he grabs the hammer and tries to pick it up, and he really can't at first, and then you flip the page and he picks it up and he's like, Hulk is worthy. So it's going to be the Hulk with Thor's hammer fighting giants next issue. I'm pretty fucking stoked about it. It was awesome. I really liked it. It was really, really good.
Hulk is worthy?
Yes, it was fucking awesome.
Sounds like Wayne's World. More than the Hulk.
Hulk not worthy. It was. I mean, I like the art. I think it fits better than Lionel Yu. I like Lionel Yu's art. I still think it fit very well for that book. It was just, it was weird.
You were like, Lionel Yu.
Let me show you this panel. It's amazing.
Hulk not worthy. No, you were ready, huh?
Hulk worthy.
That's funny.
I seen a robot suit.
You know,
They put Banner in a suit. They actually explained this. They put Banner in the suit to protect him as Banner, and it's a suit that actually grows when he turns into the Hulk. So he always has something on.
so it's like spandex.
But armor.
It's Under Armour.
Yes.
So they gave the Hulk some Under Armour.
Yes. And they've got
Should
like,
have given him some Hulk armor.
I mean,
now
it's-
they have superhero Under Armour.
Oh my
You
god!
saw that?
I did not see that.
it's straight up old Thor, like with the big like kneecap things on, and like it's awesome. It's really, really good.
Oh, good stuff.
I loved it. I'm so happy this is happening. Walt Simonson. That's going to be awesome. That's what happens in the book. Like Thor and the Hulk fight some ice giants, and Hulk gets the hammer of Thor. It's pretty fucking badass.
Well, I guess they're trying to emphasize the indestructible part of it.
Yeah, I think so.
Makes sense.
I like it.
Makes sense.
Oh, what else? You read Polarity, didn't you?
I did.
Did you read Polarity? You should read
I
Polarity.
don't even know what that is.
It's
It's a comic.
Max.
Oh, we're talking about comics?
Yes. No.
What?
Sometimes.
Teddy's.
When Annie gets here, we're going to talk about Degrassi.
Yes, we're going to talk about Degrassi. And Seventh Heaven.
Oh, Secret Life.
Polarity #1. It's written by Max Bemis, whatever. He's the lead singer for Say Anything.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's good.
It is good. Like,
Yeah,
book
you
is pretty
shouldn't
awesome.
tell people that if you want them to actually read it.
Dude, I know so many people that will.
Well-
Well, because people were really stoked about Umbrella Academy when
Yeah.
what's his name. So I think now it's big for like rock stars to write comics. And
I think they're making. An Armory Wars movie
yeah, I heard they were.
with Mark Wahlberg. That's what I heard.
Armory Wars was weird.
Hey, Cambria, how are you? Say hi to your mother for me.
Polarity is about this dude who is bipolar and he kind of snaps and
Well, he's on meds,
Yeah.
and then his art starts to blow.
yeah,
Is it an Image book or Dark Horse?
it is Image, I believe.
Probably.
Yeah, I think it's Image.
It's Image now.
Yeah, he's an artist and he kind of snaps because he's not on meds because he's bipolar. And also, it seems like he might be a little schizophrenic too, not just bipolar. They kind of
Well, no, that's
lump a lot under bipolar in this.
Oh
book.
yeah. But no, his art starts to blow, and his girlfriend's a bitch. So
So he stops taking his meds and starts smoking weed and stuff, and he just to get his art back.
it takes like 19 days. He goes like batshit crazy, and he thinks that he's hearing stuff. Like he thinks he can hear people's thoughts and shit.
And he thinks he's being stalked or followed. Or
Yeah, he thinks he's under surveillance, so he starts to like follow his sounds of whatever he thinks he's hearing, and he actually finds a guy that's like listening to him.
Yeah.
That's
So
like
he gets
surveillance.
superpowers from his weed? Is that what you're telling me?
I think he has superpowers when he's crazy, and then when he's medicated, he doesn't have them.
I'm gonna
Or
go
he
ahead.
doesn't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and probably spoil the whole book. Not this issue, but the whole fucking book. I bet this is all just happening in his head.
Maybe so.
This is just going to be a giant ad for anti-psychotropic
Yes.
whatever stuff. Because, yeah, I mean, the very last 2 pages, stark contrast from the rest of the book, when it gets all Luther Strode.
Yeah, straight out Luther Strode. Like he makes a dude explode. It's pretty fucking awesome. He doesn't just he headbutts a dude and dude explodes. It's pretty awesome.
And he's
Sounds
like,
exactly like Luther Strode.
yeah, he's just like, hey, this is really happening. It's like, well, if you said that, you're kind of leading me to try to lead me away from it being that.
But it was good. Like it was well written. It was weird, but it was good, and like
Yeah.
the art's good.
So #1?
Yeah, it just came out.
It'll probably be one of them Image first books if it
I was going to say, I usually get all the Image #1s. I've been trying to do that.
Maybe it's not Image. I don't know. Find out. I'm gonna look it up. That's what I
Unless I
can do.
totally just
I think it's sold out though. But if it did, it will definitely. If it's sold out this quick, it'll definitely go to a second print.
Second prints are for suckers.
Yeah, I was actually looking up like East of West, and there was a pink cover, and I didn't realize the pink cover was the second print, so I thought I got the wrong one because mine was green. I was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah, there's a regular print. There's a dynamic forces print version. No, there's like 2 other versions but the covers are different. Like there's a different picture. It's still the same design. Like
Boom.
white. It is Boom.
It's Boom. It's not Image.
My bad. It's not Image. It is Boom. Boom's put out some good shit lately. Because Deathmatch is really good, and Hypernaturals is really good.
Yeah, Peanuts.
Peanuts, true.
Peanuts is good.
Don't they do Adventure Time?
I believe they do. Yeah, Boom's all right lately.
So now they're doing
And
a
they did-
regular show.
And they did
It's gonna be the
Irredeemable.
best comic of the year.
Not maybe the best comic of the year. I would buy it, but
I think I'm already getting like 3 covers for the first issue.
Did you read Irredeemable or Incorruptible?
yeah.
Not yet.
They're over with now, so you can go read them all. Those books, awesome.
You put them all on. I think they're all mine.
Oh, I did. They were really good.
They're all on your Comixology.
Yes.
No, on my. I have another app.
Comixology Light.
All right, what else? You did miss a few.
Snapshot 3.
I didn't read that. Did you?
I did.
either?
I read it, but I just don't care
I
anymore.
kind of lost interest in it too. I don't know.
It reads like a generic movie.
Yeah, for a mini series, like I thought, oh, it'll just be 4 issues and it'll be done. But I don't even think I want to read the last one.
I think it just.
It started off. The first issue was amazing. I don't know what.
I think
happened.
it could have been one oversized issue, and they could have done a story. I don't know. Maybe 2.
Well, it'd probably been better as a graphic novel because it seems like they're jumping over plot points.
Yeah.
To like squeeze it into a 4.
Yeah, and I
issue
can never
movie.
remember what happened in the last issue.
Oh, you
And
know,
there's
I
so
can
many-
explain that because whatever you think happened, it hadn't happened in the last issue. Some shit happened in between that they're not doing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because that's what I've noticed is that there's some. They'll be like randomly in some place, and I'm like, how the fuck did they get there? That's not what happened at the end of the last issue.
Yeah. I mean, I might when it's over next month. I might grab them and sit down and read them. I like you said, the first one was good. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool and it's pretty fast paced. And then the second one kind of
fast-paced.
the second one just I don't know. It just
It made it more confusing.
it pulled me out of the story. I think it was weird. I just didn't. I don't know.
They added too many details.
I'll tell you some shit. The girl's mom's not dead. They find her. I don't know how, but they find her in like some place where like all these people that they thought were dead. They take them. Not all.
Well, in the last page of the second issue, they were saying that they were going to go to the base or whatever and try to figure it all
yeah.
out.
And then they were there.
Yeah, they got to the base, and then her mom was there and say, "Oh, can I help you?" It's like, "Oh, wait, you're my daughter." And then after that was pretty much like, I
What?
don't give a shit about this.
See,
entire-
I don't know.
They're still doing. It's like they're trying to like tie it in with like the banking crisis. Like, all these people were like doing shit for the banks to like jack money for the banks. And now like one dude is like faking these people's deaths to like so they can keep jacking.
Yeah, they
money
hired
for
a
him.
guy to kill the people, but instead of killing them, he's like, "Oh, well, instead of doing this for the bank, just do it for me, and I won't shoot you in the face."
See, I can't imagine how this originally read because this was originally in like 2000 AD, wasn't it? Or one of those. It was one of those anthology books, so it was in even smaller chunks than
It'd be
that.
sweet if it was before the banking crisis. But
It's not that old, but it's like maybe a year ago, I guess, maybe a year or two. But it was originally like an anthology thing, so I guess it was probably maybe a half an issue per.
Could be.
It's even got broken up more than that. That's weird, like because I don't think it reads well at all as a mini. So how the fuck would it read as an anthology book? I don't know.
it's pretty kooky.
How did this one end? Do you remember?
I don't even care.
Yeah.
It's
After the whole mom thing, I was like, "This is."
And
just...
it sucks because I really like. I mean, I said the first issue was good. I really like Andy Diggle. I like Jock.
Diggle and Jock.
Diggle Jock. I don't know. Like, I'll pick up the last one. Maybe it's one of those where the last issue ties everything together. But so far, it's just.
Well, I didn't buy the third one, and I brought back the first 2 so I can get 2 other comics. So I was done with the whole series.
All right, what else we got? Either one of y'all read Shadow Man number 6?
No.
Book is awesome.
What's a Shadow Man?
Valiant.
Is it pronounced Shadowman?
It is Shadow Man. It's brother of Shamanoa.
Reginald Shadowman.
Shadow Man number 6 is awesome. This one, Master Dark is trying to escape from the dead side into the real world, and he can't. So he gets
Master Dark.
Yes.
Come on.
It's
Robert Kirkman write that name?
It's a 90s character, dude. It was written 20 years ago.
I know.
Give us some fucking slack.
Come up with new shit.
No, they're trying to use the old stuff. It's awesome. So he finds Baron Samedi in the dead side and uses like Baron Samedi's like last worshiper as Baron Samedi's like avatar on Earth, and he says, "Oh, if you go kill Shadow Man, you know, I'll give you all this power." So, but Baron Samedi decides to double cross Master Dark and team up with Shadow Man. Basically, after he kind of whoops Shadow Man up a little bit, he's like, "Yeah, I can whoop your ass," smacks him around. It's got Dr. Mirage in it a little bit. I like this book. But the artist is leaving soon. He's going to either DC or Marvel. I can't remember. We talked about it a couple weeks ago, but I forget things. I'm getting old.
Oh, hell.
But it's so I've got some of the same stuff from the old Shadow Man series, but the origin is different. I think it's a nice new take on it, and it's a really pretty book. And I'm sure they'll get another good artist to take over. This book's too good to just give it to somebody crappy. So go read Shadow Man 6, and then go read Quantum and Woody when it comes out. Because in the back of this issue, in the back of Harbinger Wars #1 is the preview for Quantum and Woody #1, and it's fucking awesome. Quantum and Woody #1 is going to be amazing.
Not as good as Deadpool #7.
I don't know.
Not as good as regular show #1.
Did you read Deadpool #7?
I did read Deadpool.
Talk about it.
It's good.
What about it?
It's a fake 80s story.
The beginning was awesome.
The whole thing is awesome.
The whole time.
If you stick with it, it's hilarious.
Peter Parker's trying to tell... I didn't get to finish the book.
Hey, everybody, I'm Spider-Man.
And everybody's like,
Yeah, that part.
bye, go with the Vulture story.
Parker, what are you doing here? Oh, it's
So
fun.
I've got some pictures of Spider-Man. All right, I'll go change into the suit real quick.
They make fun of so many Marvel things. It's great.
Almost hitting Power Pack with Camaro.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking funny.
Z28. Not just a Camaro. But it's like a fake retro issue that they say is like a... Because the last issue, or the last storyline with the dead presidents just ended. And they're going to pick up with the... Is the dead lady from... Did you read like 1 through 6?
I know what happened. She died, apparently.
Is she in him now? Like Superior Spider-Man style?
I think it's like
I hope so.
the Ben Franklin thing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He just sees her. I don't think that
Okay.
she's in... I mean, I could be completely wrong. I didn't read
I can't
the issue.
remember.
I hope that he's totally aping on the...
I hope so, too.
The only thing I
It's
read was
Posehn.
the intro to, like... you
Yeah.
know,
Oh, yeah. I keep
Previously.
I keep forgetting it's Posehn, and I can definitely see him just being like, fuck you. Here
I
you
love
go.
that guy. He was thought there's that show, The Jeselnik Offensive, with like my new comedy hero, Anthony Jeselnik.
That dude don't give a shit.
I love him. I love him so much. He
Ridiculous.
Posehn was on with Doug Benson, and they were doing their little thing, and they're making fun of the dead kids, obviously, because this is what they do. And Anthony Jeselnik asked, "What's the second funniest way for a child to die?" And Posehn said, "Suicide by cop."
Wow.
Oh god, it's so funny.
That's awesome.
Anywho.
I haven't seen that show yet.
Oh, it's so good.
I just
I'm gonna have
watched
to watch
the-
it now if Doug Benson...
You've
is
never
like
watched
the
it at the Jeselnik Offensive, neither of you?
No, I'll keep one.
It's the best thing on Comedy Central right
I
now.
don't have cable, so I don't watch Comedy
Yeah,
Central.
me
Neither
neither.
do I. I haven't had cable for years.
I did watch the Fartist, the Brian Posehn special not too long ago. It was pretty good.
I didn't like it that. Did you listen to the one before?
Well, he quit doing
It was like
smoking pot, too.
all the same jokes, kind of.
Yeah, I like it. I saw him live. He does some different stuff when I saw him live.
I don't know. The only, like, everything that I didn't hear before was okay. There wasn't anything that made me laugh, like, super hard.
Well, the
Except
thing
when
is,
they
like,
actually started talking about farts. That was pretty funny. But besides that,
if it probably wasn't recorded on TV, like in a special yet. That's probably why he repeated stuff.
yeah,
If he did. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was just like a Netflix, like, original.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's right. Netflix does that. I need to catch up. Anywho, Deadpool, like a demon from hell, tries to get Deadpool to get Tony Stark back to drinking, because it's right when Tony Stark was quitting drinking, and
Yeah.
he's sitting around in his Iron Man metal underwear the whole issue.
Wow.
And he's like, he was like, I'm not Iron Man. He's like, oh, wait, I guess I
So Deadpool is wearing, he's got like the DP, like Daredevil logo, but it's DP for Deadpool
Wow.
on his, oh, it's great. But it's worth reading the whole story for when Deadpool puts on the Iron Man armor. Because the contract
God.
with the contract with the demon that he agreed to get Tony Stark back drinking was for, Deadpool was going to do it for a Laserdisc factory,
Wow.
which is hilarious too. So he goes to find Tony Stark, and he has like a change of heart because it's fucked up because he doesn't want to, go back to drinking. So Deadpool's like, I think he knocks him out or some shit, and he takes the Iron Man armor and puts it on, like paints a Deadpool face on the Iron Man mask. It's fucking awesome. And he's flying off, and he goes and attacks whatever as pretending like he's Iron Man.
like blowing up like battleships or like
Yeah, it's
schools or some
It was something ridiculous.
something horrible to be blown
Yeah,
up.
it was something terrible. But then So like the demon catches up to him. He's like, "I told you to get Tony Stark back drinking." He's like, "No, you said you wanted Iron Man to go do this." So he's like, "I did it as Iron Man. Anyone can be Iron Man." It's fucking awesome. So like, the demon pissed off Mephisto by screwing around on Earth like that, and then that's when he's dragging the demon back to hell, and Deadpool says, "Say hi to Uncle Ben for me."
Wow,
That's so funny.
I need to go back and read that. I like
all of Deadpool's been good.
I just went back and read 1 through 6 because I just couldn't get into it. I read the first issue. I was like, it was all right, and I tried to get into the second issue and couldn't.
You're crazy.
And then I went back and reread it, and it was really funny. I got into it.
See, after 4, I don't know. There was the one where he fought Abraham Lincoln, and he just there was just slice, president joke, slice, president joke.
Yeah, the president thing went on too long. It should have been 4 issues instead of 6, but it dragged out. But it got pretty funny. There's definitely funny stuff.
And then they added the whole Doctor Strange thing. Like when the story was actually making sense, it was good. But then they just added 2 issues of killing presidents and fart jokes and
funk.
Yeah, kind of lost interest. But I guess Spider-Man's supposed to appear in Deadpool 8, or no, is it 8 and 9 or 9 and 10 or something like that? And the cover's so cool, so I'm gonna buy those.
That's gonna be funny. I think that's the issue, right? That's the cover for the next one.
This cover was
maybe
awesome.
The next one. The one that I'm getting has a huge great white shark, and it looks pretty cool.
There was a Deadpool cover of something weird last week. Never mind.
Is it Deadpool Illustrated? Because it's so good.
No, I got that. Did you read that?
It's pretty funny.
I read the first one.
It's funny.
I love it.
I don't know.
There's so many good references in that book.
I don't care about that character anymore.
I'm hit or miss with him. When somebody's on with him, it's really good. But it's really easy to make him just shitty.
Well, what happened with me is when I heard Deadpool 1 was coming out, I read a bunch of other Deadpool stuff, and I oversaturated Deadpool, and now I can't stand him at all.
And the classic Deadpool stuff is fucking hilarious.
Who created Deadpool?
Rob Liefeld.
What a paradox that is, huh?
Yeah, that's a fucking wow. Which is funny because the Dead President stuff could totally be like a jab at Liefeld because he did in one of the, I think it was Youngblood, he did the zombie civil rights leaders. Did you read those?
No, why would I read that?
Because it was hilarious. I heard about it. I had to
read Youngblood.
Oh, so good. He basically it's like they raise these civil rights leaders from the dead. So it's like Martin Luther King and Edgar Mevers.
Edgar Mevers?
Edgar Mevers, I mean, yeah, remember.
I was what the hell?
And all these civil rights leaders, and they all have jetpacks, and they're all back from the dead, and they're all
zombies with jetpacks?
Zombies with jetpacks, and they're all robbing banks and shit. And
sounds like Deadpool.
And then the fucking Youngblood people are knocking them out of the sky, killing them, re-killing the...
I just they switched the letters around.
Yeah.
Edgar Mevers
Edgar
could be
Mevers.
a great name for it.
It could be your new metal band.
Edgar Mevers. My gangster rap group.
I don't know why I said Edgar Mevers, but it does sound good like that. That is your gangster rap group. Oh
my God.
Okay. Any other books? I think that might be
Edgar Mevers and the zombies with jetpacks.
Yes. I think that's all. Well, Age of Ultron 4. Did you read that?
No.
Enough
of this.
I think they blew their load with the big reveal last week or whatever.
They blow their load with having a fucking issue every week of something.
Yeah. It wasn't that great.
Get over it.
Basically, they go to the Savage Land and Luke Cage.
Detroit?
Yes. Luke Cage or She-Hulk gets shot in the head and killed, and Luke Cage gets nuked by a whole bunch of Ultron robots, but he eventually steals a Quinjet, flies to the Savage Land, crawls across the Savage Land, and waits for them to get there, and then tells them that it's a vision, not Ultron, and that Ultron is controlling everything from the future. So Ultron's not even there; he's in the future, which is fucking ridiculous.
Stop it! Stop it, Marvel. Have 3 comics that have solid storylines, and then do a crossover.
There's 2.
Yeah. Hawkeye. Well, no, it's not even a solid storyline, really.
Nah, that's just
It's just
good.
fun, Jim.
It's Klein.
And
Avengers is good.
Avengers is good.
New
and
Avengers.
there we are. It's FF.
Yeah, New Avengers.
Not
Superior
really.
Spider-Man.
You think the next New Avengers is going to be good? You're out of your goddamn mind. Come on, let's do this.
I hope it's good.
It's like it basically ends with "Come at me, bro."
Yeah, that's true.
Saying it to the freaking the Illuminati, which is a concept I'm sick of.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, I like the book so far, but it didn't really make sense in that issue. Like, hey, we're basically came to destroy this world anyway, so ours wouldn't get destroyed.
Yeah,
and
the other dude's destroying. The other guy's destroying the world, and that guy's just like, hey, he's like his hype man. He's like Flavor Flav.
Yeah,
coming
if he had a giant
"Look at this shit, man!"
instead of his axe, if he just had the axe hanging from chain around his neck, he'd be awesome. But it's like, you don't have to destroy this world. Galactus is doing it for you. Just leave. Fucking her out. Thanks for doing it for us, Galactus. And instead they decide to fight him? Come on. It didn't make any sense.
Fight the messenger. That'll stop the world from good. Yeah. These are the geniuses of the Illuminati that are like, instead of fighting this guy over here that's using that giant Spaceball 1 vacuum cleaner on New York, we're going to fight this guy over here that's talking shit. It's like they're some sort of frat boys instead of the Illuminati. Oh, wait, it's Skull and Bones.
Oh, hell.
Found it out.
There you go. Oh, God. All right. I went to Tampa Bay Comic Con this weekend.
No one likes to brag.
Well, we went.
Yes. Well, you haven't been talking. I don't know if you're going to say anything.
I don't have anything to say about the books. I don't read them.
You're like the Invisible Woman.
You need to start reading some books.
I read some books when I like the book.
Like Saga.
Like Saga, see?
Have you read the two new sagas?
No,
Then you're not reading the
I'm
books?
waiting a couple...
There's a new one coming out this week.
See, then I have 3.
Yeah, read those, and then it's going to take another 3-month break or something.
Oh, is that doing another break?
Are you kidding me?
That's what Rick said.
God damn it.
That sucks.
I told him if they left it with that cliffhanger on 10 and then did the break, I would have been pissed as shit.
Oh, yeah. No. Anyway, Tampa Bay Comic Con. It was a very small con. It's very crowded. Some cool stuff there. I got some cool books signed. I met Bob Layton. He said he would be on the show, so that's cool.
And that will be an epic episode.
That dude don't give a fuck. Do you know who Bob Layton is?
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was an Iron Man, co-writer artist forever. He did, the cover they parodied on Deadpool.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was
did
the one
the
that did
Iron
that.
Man drinking problem.
Yeah, I think he was the one that did that. I'm pretty sure. But he did Iron Man forever. He did a lot of the kind of the modern take on Iron Man. And
he's such a good Iron Man story inside me.
He also was the editor-in-chief of Valiant, the old Valiant, and did a bunch of their books. And he's worked for a bunch of companies over the years, but he did a miniseries called Iron Man Forever a little while back. And when he finished the 4th issue, he said, "I'm never working with Marvel ever again."
Oh,
and
that's ironic.
Yeah,
no, it's not really forever. Then,
yes. But at the con, we were talking to him, and he doesn't give a shit. Like, he's going to come on and talk about how the comic industry is fucked up, and it's probably. He said he wouldn't be surprised if Disney pulled the plug on Marvel in 5 years. Just because everything's going movies now, he's like, "Fuck it, but they can just reprint their old library forever and not have to pay anybody else for it, and then just put movies out for the new stuff." It makes sense. I mean, I don't know if they'll do it, but it makes sense.
It would make sense to do it if their digital shit, the Marvel Universe digital whatever takes off, or Marvel Unlimited.
Yeah,
like if I get an iPad, I'm gonna do it because
hell of a deal.
There's plenty of old shit I can read. I'll read the Phoenix Saga over and over again. I'll read the.
Supposedly, it's
I'll read Inferno.
Everything from 6 months ago and before.
That was
for $5 a month.
That was what I like. The Deadpool #7. It really harnessed the look of the '80s comics.
Yeah, it really did.
Like with the hair, because there's no style to the past 15 years of existence in this world. So it's like you can't really tell the era of whatever you're reading based on what you're looking at, because like they don't have people aren't crazy tattooed and all this bullshit, whatever style crap's going on. But like the '80s was a clearly defined visual time.
And I like how the colors on the pages were kind of faded out. Like it was an old comic. Like, it was good. It was really good.
Because, like, all their hair is that ridiculous hair.
And fucking J. Jonah Jameson was like, "Get a haircut, all of you!"
Yeah. It was so... Oh.
It was a good book.
So, yeah, I mean, there's literally hundreds and thousands of issues of 80s crap you can read that was awesome.
See, DC needs to do stuff like Deadpool and Hawkeye and stuff that's good and has some action, but it's still funny. Like, that's just not everything.
DC doesn't do funny very well at all.
No.
Captain Carrot was about the only thing I can think of that DC did was
Major Bummer. It was hilarious.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Oh, it is
But isn't
a
Dial
slacker
H?
that gets super.
Dial H is funny. But
It's more.
it's funny.
Weird.
It's funny like a Coen Brothers funny.
That's hilarious.
I mean, it is hilarious. I mean,
But it's not
Alex
straight.
hilarious,
Like
but-
it's not like straight slapstick funny, like
No,
shit
yeah.
in like Hawkeye and Deadpool and stuff like that.
Yeah.
DC just doesn't have anything. They haven't. They used to do occasionally books like that, but they need something to lighten up, man. Because
I
every
read
book
that
is
book.
serious business.
That book last week, I didn't read it. That Paul Scheer did. Did you read that? The something versus the whatever. Can't remember it. That's the extent of my input on that. But Paul Scheer is a very good, funny guy, and fuck is, I'll try to find it. But it was not Honey Badger versus the World. That's for damn
Thank
sure.
Jesus, God.
That was a hunk of shit. And if you're listening, you suck, idiot, that made that garbage. But yeah, I'll find it. You keep going.
Bob Layton said he'd be on the show, and the dude he's like, I'll tell you exactly what's wrong with the comics industry. And he also works in the movie industry. He's got some screenplays out. Like I think it'd be really, really cool for him to just kind of. He's a guy that's done everything. Has been editor in chief of multiple companies. He's been a writer and artist. Has worked for so many big books over the years. And fine, Cat. Just knock shit over, Cat. He's done everything in the comics industry and done a lot with movie and TV, and he is not afraid to fucking put it on the table. So I think it's going to be a really good interview. We don't know when it's going to be, but he said he would be on the show, so we'll try to find out soon and let everybody know. Also met, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but it's Jenny Frison.
Smith?
Yes. Jenny Frison or Frison. She is the cover artist for Revival. And she did cover art for Vampire for the first 5 issues. And she does a bunch of Buffy and Angel and Spike and all those books. Really good artist.
So she really likes vampires.
Yes. And she's amazing. And
That's odd for a girl.
Yeah, I've never seen her
heard
like
of
that. So she said she'd be on the show too. I got a bunch of books and a print signed by her. And she said she would be happy to be on the show. So we'll bring her on at some point soon too. I also went to the Ren Fair this weekend. We had...
Mead?
No.
Did you have some mead?
No.
Did you get the plague?
I got the plague.
We did get the plague.
I got some boobos.
The Ren Fair is interesting. They had a tattoo competition, a beard competition, and a barbecue cook-off all at the Ren Fair.
That day.
It was also the Johnson family reunion.
Yeah. It's also called the Bay Area Renaissance Festival, or BARF.
Oh, God.
Which goes well with our bus system here in Melbourne, which is the Space Coast Area Transit, or SCAT.
I hate Central Florida. Barf and scat. It's like if you're into German pornography, move to Central Florida.
Oh, man.
Well, you know, when they were doing the weird news or whatever it was, every time something messed up happens, we're like, Florida or Germany, maybe that explains it.
Well, they got that whole archive of stuff. It's called A Florida Man, where it's so many news articles start with a Florida man beat his wife. Like somebody just beat someone with an Xbox 360. That was the way to say how.
I remember there was a giant, multiple homicide in Deltona, I think, over an Xbox. Not a 360, dude. An Xbox.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They're trying to play Toe Jam and Earl.
Who wouldn't kill someone? Oh, it's my turn.
Wow.
So the Ren Fair was fun.
Barf. Barf was great. If I was Mel Brooks, I'd sue the shit out of them.
We did get to feed goats and donkeys and cows and a mini horse and a llama. That was fun. I do like animals. It's interesting to go and feed them. I bet these animals are probably by the end of the day going, no, take it away. I don't want any more of your stupid food.
I don't want pellets.
They got carrots and grain.
So you get them all grained up like foie gras.
Yes. Yes.
Come to feed the animals. Here's your funnel.
Actually, there is a goose that you can force feed if you want for $1. You're like, here, give it some.
It's got leather on. It's the goose gimp from Pulp Fiction.
Oh, Jesus.
Feed me everything. I'm your dirty goose.
Dirty goose.
I'm not going to say no. Shove it down my gullet.
Wow.
I'm a dirty goose.
Oh, God.
Eat my liver. They made foie gras illegal in California.
Really?
I don't know if it is illegal here. I don't even know what it
Hippies.
is. But
It's goose liver.
they're pissed off because how they feed the stupid goose.
They lock them down so they can't have exercise, and they force feed them until they're.
Think about that though.
Yeah,
they lock them down and force feed them corn and grain, which is essentially there's really no physical activity for most human beings, and everything has high fructose corn syrup in it. It's the same thing. Humans are foie gras too.
Yes, it's true.
For the Illuminati, the reptilian Illuminati that are going to eat you.
Damn you, Obama.
You soft, succulent liver.
Jesus.
Skull and Bones. Alex Jones is right.
God. Oh man.
Oh, I love this.
They also had a couple of artists at the con this weekend. I didn't get anything signed. I didn't have anything to get signed, and I didn't feel like buying an expensive print. Joe Jusko was there. Do you remember the old trading cards, like all the old Marvel trading cards and stuff?
Yeah, hell yeah.
He did a bunch of those. He did.
I love those.
Yeah, he had a lot.
I used to have them.
He had a lot of cool prints. When we first walked up, he wasn't there, and then I came back, and there was people standing there, and I didn't have anything to get signed by him.
Get each one signed by him.
Every card, do it.
You better hurry.
And then Rich Buckler was there. Not Rich Buckler.
They didn't go up in value at all.
There was another guy. The guy. I kind of want to do this. The guy that did the art on did the first 20 issues of the original Suicide Squad series, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he also did. He was the last artist. Yes, he was the last artist on JLA, so he did the original Vibe, Vibe in JLA. I kind of wanted to get my
big.
Oh yeah, with the big Power Man collar. I have the last issue of JLA. I was going to get it signed. I was like, I don't know, whatever. And I was like, man, I wonder if he'd get mad if I had him sign the new Vibe books that he has nothing to do with. But come on, dude. This guy did Vibe.
Come on, dog. Sign my Vibe. Sign my Vibe, baby.
And then Clayman was there, and I don't remember who else. There was a couple other people.
I was thinking of Clayface.
Clayface was there, too. He would snap your neck if you got too close. It was awesome. So, and then we went to a sports bar, and I drank a lot of beer and watched University of Louisville win and go to the finals, but I was very nervous and was about to throw a mug across the room if they were going to lose, so I might have gone to jail in Tampa last night if they lost.
So they're in the finals?
Yes.
And that's, what, Monday?
Yes.
And they're playing...
Michigan.
That's why I keep seeing all these Wolverines hats around here in fucking Florida. I love Florida. Nope. Nobody, like, not that you should really have that much pride for living in Florida, but there's no Florida pride unless it's college teams.
Nobody's from here.
No, they're not. It is not.
Well, and the people that are want out.
Well, especially
way
in this town.
worse.
In this town, too. This is all retirees and college kids.
How
in
long
this
have you
town.
been here?
3 years.
3 years? Because I've been here fucking ever. And it was a stark contrast essentially before 9/11. Before they manufactured the housing boom. Because this place was one of the top 3 places in the country for, like, the housing boom. And it was totally different to live here before then. Totally different. Like, when there was clubs, like, music places you could go see bands. They played music on 95 or 89.5. On the college radio station, they played college radio music.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane. I haven't heard a college radio channel play good music in a long time.
It was good. It's a good time to be here. Then it all went to shit.
Yeah, when I lived down here in 2000 briefly, and there was always shows going on. Like, all these churches were having bands play.
Yeah.
Like, it was like...
Tab.
Yeah.
A lot of hardcore shows there.
I went to the Tab for a couple shows. They had all these places were popping up. They were like ran. I saw the Dwarves at a bar in...
Nine Inch Nails used to played at the Melbourne Auditorium.
That's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. I've heard stories of Al Jorgensen from Ministry, like, running around this barber shop sprinkling acid on people. Good stuff.
Wow.
That's why I like Ministry.
Well, yeah.
That was a different time. That was the 80s.
Zach, do you want to go over Sea Bear and Grizzly Shark? That could be our closing book. Talk about it. Doesn't have to be new to talk about it.
I discovered this comic. It's called Sea Bear and Grizzly Shark.
So good.
It's Image.
It's
an Image book.
Yeah, it's Image. It's the... I guess one of the artists does Astounding Wolfman, and then the other one does Invincible, and they did 24-hour comic book day, and pretty much just put 2 stories into this huge one-shot.
So good. And
it's ridiculous, funniest comic I've ever read so far in my life.
it is great.
Tell us what happened.
let's see. Okay.
Really?
Kirkman, Robert Kirkman writes the intro, and it's just ridiculous, like cheesiness. Basically, there was a world before the world we know, and the bears lived in the sea, and the sharks lived in the woods. And then, whenever they changed it back to normal, they got mixed up. And that's pretty much the whole book. It's just this shark. Or no, the first story is the sea bear.
It's like a stereotype, like shark attack story.
Yeah,
like
it's
Jaws.
pretty much
The bear.
the best panel in the entire book is whenever they were on top of the trees. They climbed up the trees to see where the grizzly shark would be, and the shark does the whole Jaws thing, but it's just on tops of trees, and I just thought that was the funniest thing I ever saw.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I got to read this.
It's just
How
pretty
old is
much...
this?
I can't believe you
very
never
old,
read
is
it. No, it's like 3 years old, maybe.
It's pretty much like Grindhouse, except it's...
I've seen it on the shelf. I just never paid much attention to it. I thought it was like them just making fun of fucking Sci-Fi Channel movies. Or
It was either Jared or Steve that made me buy that.
Yeah, and it's very, very, very bloody. It's in black and white, so it's not... You don't get the full picture of it. It's pretty damn gruesome. And then there's another part where there's a woman jogging, and she gets eaten, and it just leaves her boobs, like, flying in the air, or just, like, levitating in the air, I guess.
wow.
That's so funny.
Because
awesome.
the shark can smell the blood like a regular shark would, and I guess she was, like, menstruating.
Yeah, she was
or
menstruating.
something. Oh, yeah, it's right there.
Wow.
It's pretty much just ridiculous.
Yeah, she's talking about her cramps and shit. It's so funny.
Wow.
Oh my god, it's so good. I don't know why the hell they didn't pick up on this and keep doing it.
And that's the whole thing. It's just that one issue.
It's so ridiculous. Yeah, it's just a one shot. It's 2 stories in one book.
All right, I guess I'll go grab a copy of it.
It's a pretty quick read. It's like 24-hour comic book day, so it's professional comics, but it's just like, I don't know, very quick drawings and like, looks like a kindergartner did it,
That's awesome.
except 10 times better.
A brilliant kindergartner.
Yes. All right. Before we go, we'll talk a little bit about our sponsors. First, InvestComics.com. I'm sure you've heard of us talk about it before, but here it is again. It's a website about reviews and comic news. They have video reviews. They have our podcast on there. They've got speculator stuff. And every week they do the Hot Picks. Comes out on Sundays. And this week they talk about some stuff that's going to happen in Spider-Man. Sleepwalker is coming back. Remember Sleepwalker?
No.
He was a really random character from the 90s.
For the love of God.
There is...
Invincible Universe #1 is on their hot picks.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And I totally forgot that the first appearance of Mark Grayson in Invincible is in Tech Jacket #1. It's one of the early Kirkman books way before he got anywhere near popular. They talk about Sex #2 and...
Little Gotham's coming out.
Little Gotham.
Little Gotham. I'm going to get that.
And they talk about some Dark Horse stuff and some Marvel stuff. And they talk about some IDW, KISS. Chris Ryle, the editor-in-chief and chief creative officer that we had on our podcast about a month or so ago, his new book, Colonized, comes out this week, Colonized #1. And G.I. Joe Cobra Files #1 is coming out. And I hope that's going to be awesome because G.I. Joe and G.I. Joe Special Missions were both really good. So go check out the Hot Picks. Give you some ideas of what's going to be big. Like he picked East and West and Star Wars a while back, so he's pretty good on picking stuff that's going to be hot and probably sell out. Both those books sold out, so pay attention. It might make you some money, or at least not have to spend more to get it later.
I don't think Kiss Solo is going to...
Kiss Solo is awesome. No. I'm not really a Kiss fan, so I don't really give a shit about Kiss books. But also, Famous Faces and Funnies in West Melbourne, Florida. Free Comic Book Day is coming up May 4th, and they also have Free Comic Book May. So every Saturday in May they give out free comics. They'll have local and bigger, like published artists actually doing sketches and stuff free all day long. You get free comics every week. If you spend $3 every week, that's it. It's $3. You get a punch card and a punch in your card. And every Saturday, if you do that, on the 4th Saturday, you get a free graphic novel from a big selection of good books they've got. trade paperbacks and graphic novels. Last year they had Why the Last Man and Walking Dead and The Boys and all kinds of good stuff. They also do a game night every Thursday. Over 100 people show up for it, all kinds of games. It's like a little mini con. And they have HeroClix on Saturdays. Get Your Fun On is the gaming store that is attached to it. They do all kinds of stuff. They do lots of Magic tournaments. They have a bunch of big drafts all the time. Plus, they have every kind of game you could ever think of. They do a lot of Munchkin in there. They do a lot of tabletop, a lot of miniature gaming. And they do a smaller game night. I believe it's on Monday nights for like the smaller crowd that wants to do some more intricate games that need a little more quiet and calm and not the chaos of the Thursday night.
Little Gotham.
Yeah. Little Gotham. Little Gotham was awesome.
It's going to be so good.
I'm so shocked that you're surprised by a kid's book, or excited about a kid's book.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
And then be sure to check out our new sponsor, Con Artist Entertainment. We will link them to our Facebook page. Like I said, they've got the Kickstarter for Joshua Black, The Hierarchy of Christ. It'll be over in about a week, and they have hit their goal, so it is going to be out. And they've got some favorites of Jason Craycroft's stretch goals. So go contribute a little bit to that and help them out some more. And check out the other stuff by Con Artist Entertainment. They're also on Stitcher, and I'm not sure what other, like they're Blog Talk Radio and stuff like that.
You get too many stretch goals, you'll need Stitcher.
It's true. So just look up Con Artist Entertainment on Stitcher, and they've got a whole family of podcasts on there, and you could check them out. Untitled Nonsense and the main Con Artist podcast. All kinds of good stuff on there. Thank you to Con Artist for being one of our sponsors. I think it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful combination.
You won't regret it.
No. We will make sweet, sweet love to you. Sweet, sweet velvety Muppet sex, Con Artist Entertainment. All right, guys. Don't forget, you can contact us. The Real BT4W. It's the number 4W.
The letter W.
Yeah, the letter W, the number W. The Real BT4W at gmail.com. The Real BT4W on Twitter and Facebook.com/The Real BT4W. And we'll put the links on Facebook to the different Kickstarters we talked about and the different charity things we talked about and to Con Artist Entertainment. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we go?
Walking Dead TV show sucks.
He was not a fan of the last episode of season 3.
Last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the last season.
Sucks.
But I will tell you that the first episode of Game of Thrones was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That was...
Way to go out on a limb with that. You need to watch Vice from HBO. You ever see like the Vice Guide to Travel? Mm-hmm. They have a fucking HBO show. It's like kind of like America Undercover, but with the Vice guys.
Did they do that on Fuse?
Yeah. What?
I thought they already had Vice. Already had their own show like a year ago. Or
Well, they had it on YouTube, but yeah. But now they have their own HBO show.
I will check it out.
Well, they were going to do some.
I think everyone needs to watch the Goreburger show.
Yes.
I just discovered it this week.
Goreburger,
It's pretty much it's a YouTube miniseries. I don't know what channel it's on, but it's a Japanese talk show, and then an alien smashes through the set and takes over the Japanese talk show. But the alien is T.J. Miller, and I love T.J. Miller, and it's pretty much just guests, and it's horribly offensive and amazing.
I love T.J. Miller too.
I'll have to check it out.
It's
Denver, yeah.
I want to see Black Mirror too. Everybody keeps telling me to watch that.
Everybody besides me?
You know,
Or just me?
No, I've had like 5 people tell me Black Mirror's awesome. Black Mirror's awesome.
good.
And then like
BBC show.
Yeah, Bleeding Cool had some guy is like fascinated with it. Writes for Bleeding Cool, and he had a whole synopsis of all the episodes so far. And
So good.
There's
only like 6 episodes total between the 2 seasons.
It looks amazing.
The one with the bookshop. Or am I thinking of something else?
I think it's something else.
No, that was called The Bookshop.
Blackadder?
Black Books. You're thinking of Black Books, I think.
Blackadder with Mr. Bean?
Have you watched Black Books?
That's the one with the guy from
Like the color purple?
Yeah. Black Books.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
Black Books is a British comedy about a guy that owns a bookshop who doesn't do shit.
There's a new show called Plebes that I haven't started watching yet, but it looks like it's kind of like In-Betweeners quality.
Oh, that's cool.
In-Betweeners is so good. You ever watch the British one? The MTV one is dog shit.
Peep Show is really fucking good too.
Yeah, that's the same guy from In-Betweeners, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That show is awesome.
That's on Hulu. Oh, that motherfucking trailer. Only God Forgives. Watch that trailer and try not to jerk off. I dare you.
I tried. It didn't work out too well.
I love Ryan Gosling so much.
God. All right, well, that's where we're going to end it. We're going to end it at Jason Craycroft jerking off to Ryan Gosling.
Again.
So thanks for listening, guys, and thank you, Zach, for helping out this week. And Sean, we hope you're enjoying the mall.
The mall rules.
Talk to you guys next week. Thanks. Bye.